Let's see. There we go. We should be live. I think.
Okay, I'm getting audio on it, so it's good.
Ah, perfect. Can I get some confirmation from the chat?
That they can actually hear us.
Yeah.
And that our audios are good levels.
Yeah, things are popping up on Streamlabs, so I hope it's working.
Anyways, so to
Words.
get you all started here, a
A.
son, um, so a boy asks his dad, "Hey, Dad,
Oh
do
no.
you know
Oh
why
God.
it's dark at night?" And the dad goes, "No, son."
You can't. My mic's not picking up the sigh of disappointment,
Big boy.
but okay, that one. All right, we're already off on a bad start.
No, he said he would start it with a bad pun, and he certainly did.
True.
Delivered.
Jacob is bad pun man.
That's true. Actually, wait, I need to add that to yours. I can't open my video editing stuff because it will crash. But let me open my notepad and add that to the list of things to put on your slide.
I
Oh,
see.
the fun facts.
The fun facts about me
Yeah,
that
maybe
I've had no part in writing.
I might leak some of those later. I have some of them saved.
I liked your Xander ones.
Yeah, the Xander one's good. I like the Evan one. I got approval from Evan on that one. So that one I like the Evan one because it mentions that Solana and about baiting fishing line with it. That one was fun.
Huh.
Let's see. So Jacob, bad pun man. All right, it's in my list. All right. We're just gonna give it a few minutes before we get started. Just give people time to matriculate.
Guys, my
Matriculate?
cat's in a box.
Your cat's
My
in a
cat is
box.
also in a box.
Oh, that's awesome.
I wish I had my cat. I wish I had a cat.
And a box.
And a box.
I have a lot of boxes. I have like way too many boxes. I just don't have enough cats for them.
Oh, a cat for every box. That would just be so many cats.
A cat cafe actually opened in College Station
Yeah,
recently.
I saw that.
Let me
I
go
want to
and
go.
check it out.
I really want to go too.
And by recent, I think it opened up this Wednesday.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
opened
yeah,
this
yeah.
week. I saw it. It was H&J, I think is what it's called. Shout out to H&J. I haven't been there yet, so I don't know, but I've heard good things.
And if anybody's already been there, would
Listen in
totally
the
want to
chat.
hear about that. Yeah.
Yeah, H&J's Tea House.
I heard
Yeah.
that they didn't really have like, or at least on the day of opening, they didn't really have like tea yet. They just had cats.
Just cats. Just
Cat.
cats is enough, though.
I
True.
know, honestly.
I'm looking at their Facebook right now, and it's literally just pictures of cats and their names.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Dorothy.
cute. Do you know if they're one of those that has the cats there and they're adoptable, or do they just have cats?
I think they just have cats.
Okay,
Mm.
because there was one in Houston that like all the cats were being adopted out, and they just like they work with shelters to,
Oh, that's cute.
you know, help them get homes.
Aw, that's nice. And let's see, I might be able to pull this up, but I'll always send the picture in the Discord. As long as I haven't used Facebook in like actual years. Can I copy images? There we go. Yeah, this is a picture of the interior that they set up, according to their Facebook. It actually looks really
Okay.
cute.
Let
I
me
guess
see.
it has like a little turf area, and then it has like little tables.
That is so cute.
All right, let me see if I can add it to here. I think I should be able to. I don't have to link everything again.
That's awesome.
Let's see, image.
They need to add more boxes.
I mean, there's a box. There's a box against that table right there. Might just be a little long though.
It is a
Long
little
and not
bit long.
open to the cat.
I mean, not yet. It looks like there's like a shelf in there or something. Let's see. So browse. All right. This is our other test. Let's see if I can actually like put in pictures in the middle of this.
So that'd be helpful.
Let's go. All
Oh
right.
yeah, there it is.
I'm professional streamer, man. Okay. So
Whenever I watch streams, they're always mega delayed. So, oh, there it is.
yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. So that's what it looks like. I don't think any of us have been there, so we make no guarantees about anything. But it looks
Plan to
very
go soon.
interesting.
I'll let you know how it is afterwards.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I want to go too, but I'm stuck editing the video till Tuesday. I was up till 4 a.m. last night.
Oh my gosh.
Lucas was chilling with me in the NVC, while I was editing.
Yeah, that's fun.
Good times. Let me
You
pull this
late
down.
night people. I used to be one of you.
I'm not usually, but
What time do you tend to go to bed?
I mean, I have to wake up at like 7 a.m., so pretty much like 11.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Connor?
I it depends. I'm starting work on Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday. And work at 7:30. So I have to leave the house at 7, so I have to wake up by 6. So I'll
Ugh.
probably end up going to bed around 10 to 11 again because that's what I did over the summer.
Sleep's very important, so yeah, 10 would be the goal.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I did 5 months of 4 hours of sleep back in high
No,
school,
I
and
mean,
never again.
yeah, I did that too. I did basically like 6 hours of sleep for 4 years. It was hell on my mind, honestly.
W-
6
what I
Don't do
find
that.
fun, what I find fun about sleep is there's not exact. No one knows exactly why sleep's good, but more of a why not sleep's bad.
Wait,
Hmm.
actually? Like it hasn't been like researched to that
I
point
mean,
where we know why?
there's a lot of different hypotheses thrown out, but there's
Yeah,
no
I've
like
heard a
solid. There's
couple of
no
them.
none of them have been proven yet. But what has been proven is that no sleep will kill you.
Yeah, wait, how many
Huh.
days? How many days?
They did an experiment on rats, I believe, and they found that between like after letting the rats have no sleep, they like spontaneously started dying. I think a month and a half to 2 months in,
Oh,
Well,
jeez.
with like no
eventually,
discernible causes of death. I'm gonna pull up this study, so I fact check myself.
eventually the body like takes over though, right? And like basically forces you to sleep because I don't think unless you
Yeah,
have
well, you
like
can't. You actually once you hit like 72 hours, it's very hard to stay awake on your
yeah,
own.
like eventually your body will force you asleep.
Yeah, I think.
Though
Uh,
after about 72 hours of staying awake, you start to like see insects and stuff crawling the walls, and you'll like see cockroaches everywhere, and it's very creepy.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
wait, do you speak from experience?
No, no, nope. Thankfully, no, because I would probably have a panic attack.
I mean, we could probably ask Evan.
I confirmed with him the longest he's been awake in a row is 46 hours.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, no.
I don't know why that came up like 2 days ago. I don't know how it came up, but
No, I remember like whenever like the annex was open regularly before COVID and everything. I mean, it's open now, so but this is not an official event. But
before
they would stay in there for like nights
yeah,
and like days on end. It's like, what the heck, you guys? Come on, please sleep.
Okay, I found it. After 32 days of total sleep deprivation, all the rats were dead.
really.
So a month for rats. Rats aren't humans, though.
Yeah.
Rats aren't
Rats
humans.
probably could
Some humans are like rats, but
well rats have shorter lifespans, right? So like in general. So like
yes.
they I don't know the correlation. I may just be like
No.
no, I mean I may just
But
be
they
like
have
making
similar
correlations.
circadian rhythms, so who knows? Who knows?
Really?
I
I didn't
think
know that.
one. Let's see.
I
The
just
human
assumed it was like
circadian
a
rhythm is
we always have
25 hours. What's the rat circadian rhythm?
I knew there should be 25 hours in a day. It always feels like I'm missing an hour.
The rats have 24.2, so they're more accurate. What is fun is there's
Oh.
actually a mold, a bread mold, that has a perfect 24-hour circadian rhythm. Scientists are trying to figure out
Bread
why.
mold?
What's a bread mold?
A
A,
mold that
a
grows on
mold that
bread?
affects bread. Yeah,
But wait, why does how do you figure out the circadian rhythm of
because
mold?
I don't know.
spores at the same time every day,
Oh.
Oh, is that? Oh, huh. I never thought about that.
or it grows fruiting bodies. Same-ish thing.
That's actually pretty cool. Huh.
People probably aren't here for my biofacts.
I mean,
You have a
I
lot
honestly
of
just
them.
I thought it was just rats because like the stereotype of like all experimentation is done on rat.
Well, rats are a pretty good mammal surrogate, I
Well,
believe.
from what it sounds
And
like, they're more adapted to the world than us.
Maybe so.
different parts of the world.
True. Okay, all right. All right. We're all warmed up now. We've got the
Our
audience
vocal
in.
cords.
All right. So let's start off with some introductions. So hi, I'm Connor. As you can probably see on the screen, I also go by Pharaoh20 in the Discord. Uh, I'm the IT officer this year for Aggie-Sama, which means that I manage the Discord. I manage a lot of the content creation across Twitch and the Discord, and I also am the secretary for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, you'll see me around between Twitch streams and trying to get the general meetings online and everything else that's happening. So it's nice to meet y'all. And then
Going in line here, I guess I'm next. Howdy, I am Jacob. Online, you'll see me as the Smitten. I would be your general officer number one. There are two of us. You'll probably see me around some. I'm not very prolific in chat. But I will be in voice channel a lot if people just want to still chill and talk. And if there's anything to take away, it's that general meetings are the best meetings, and you should go to them.
Okay. I feel a little offended by that last comment, but all right. I'm Ariana. I'm going to be the art officer this year, and online I am known as Artie Party, but my name's right next to it, so you can find me. Uh, I'll be around mostly in the art, obviously the art channels and the Gacha channel because I played probably too much Genshin, but not as much as everybody else who plays it.
That's a topic for later on, right?
I know.
All right, so before we start everything, would you guys like to give? I know you already did, but would you like to give a quick plug on when all your things are starting up, the general meetings and the art meetings, when the next things are?
Uh, sure. I believe they're all starting, or at least general meetings are starting after the informational on which is the 7th. Our meetings are going to be starting that Friday the 10th,
Yep.
if all
So
goes according to plan.
so if you're in the club, come to the informational. That's on the 7th. We're gonna be holding it. Let me pull up the calendar real quick. I'll paste the link in chat just so everyone has access to it, because I spent a lot of time making this. Please use it. People refuse. I don't know why. But yeah, so all our scheduled meetings are going to be on there. So right now the plan is that we're going to have our anime meetings on Wednesdays. We're going to have our general meetings on Fridays and our art meetings on Sundays. And that informational we're talking about is going to be this coming Tuesday after open house from 8:30 to 9:30 in the MSC in room 2401. So be on the lookout for that. Sorry it's so late. We couldn't get a better time slot. We tried.
And of course, before these events, you will see reminders in like weekly meetings and announcements.
Yeah, we'll try to keep those as up to date as possible and give out more announcements like we did today in relation to the things that are happening. All right, and I think that's it for the plugs. Other than make sure to follow to our Twitch account. And if you happen to have any Twitch Primes, we greatly appreciate those. I actually don't know if those are enabled on our.
I don't think we're allowed to sub because we don't have enough followers,
Yeah, I
which
don't
means
think
follow
so either.
people, follow.
Agreed. Yeah, we'll get there. We're working on it. That's why we started this up again. So actually, I probably should start with that before we get into our discussion topics. So as y'all can see, we are currently hosting the first Aggie-Sama podcast in a very long time. I think the last one was like the awards ceremony, right? That we did in like
Wow.
February.
Oh,
Because I was in
All
that
those
one.
months ago.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was,
think I was paying attention at that point.
yeah. I don't know if that's true. That's just the last one I remember, but that was mostly because Tim asked me to be on it, like
Oh,
like the day before. So this year, so before the podcast was kind of like I don't want to say a last minute thing, but definitely something that was more of an add-on to the club. But this year we're trying to make it more of an active part of the club where people can just come on, have conversations with us, see us talking, basically create kind of like a little bit of a discussion just every 2 weeks between some officers, some members, whoever we can get. We'll be cycling through people. This week it's the three of us because a lot of the other officers are at San Japan right now, along with a lot of other people. Your next podcast should be ran by a bunch of the people at San Japan, so you'll get to hear about that. You get to hear about a lot of their experiences about things like cosplay, visiting cons, things like that. But this podcast specifically, we're going to be focusing on something that is very topical, something very recent, the start of school and the start of the club. So first off, I think we probably should start off with where we are. I'm a sophomore by credits. Uh,
credits.
I say that because I technically have like 15 transfer credits, but our advising department isn't the best in telling you how to claim your credits. So I kind of just took all the classes
Okay.
that I had credits for.
I think you go through Howdy and you claim them, if I remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, I had already took all the classes, so
Oh, that sucks.
I'm a sophomore. I'm officially a sophomore. How about y'all?
Okay.
I think you guys are junior and senior, right?
Well, I I am a junior by year, and I believe technically senior by hours.
Oh, really?
but I will still be here for another year after this.
Yeah, but the science majors look about as
Yeah.
difficult as engineering in terms of your guys' course load.
Yeah, let's see. I came in with 23 hours, 33 hours.
Oh God.
God. I
So I came in a
um
whole year ahead.
I came in with a lot of hours. I think I had maybe 42 or
Oh
something.
my
Wow.
God. What is
That's
wrong with you
impressive.
people?
I took 13 AP classes
Why?
because I could. So I'm a senior and I'll be here, I mean, for 4 years, but my last semester will be like half time, most likely.
Huh. Well, now I'm like, amazing. My school had an AP like an AP cap limit, so we
Oh,
could,
really?
yeah, so we could
Huh.
only take one our sophomore year, and it was like a selection of four that like most of them were either the art ones or world history. So we couldn't take. So I like our world history teacher was infamous for being a bad teacher, so I didn't take
Oh,
that. And then you can only take three junior year, four senior year. So I only had seven APs.
weird. I mean, there were fewer offered at like the freshman level, but there was never any cap. They even like gave us a little bit of support, like, okay, we'll pay for part of your fee for the test.
That's kind of them. Very interesting.
I I on the other hand uh was allowed to do as much as I wanted, but we also had UT classes at my high school that we could take
Mm,
if
Oh,
we wanted
really?
for college credit.
UT.
For
Well, I was
context,
at I was in I was in Austin.
Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense.
for
So
context, I'm out of state.
UT
So what does
offering
that mean?
schools. Sorry, what?
I'm out of state. I'm from out of state. So what does that mean? What is a UT class? Is it just
So
offered by the university?
UT there's the two big schools and the two big public schools in Texas. The better of the two, A&M, and then UT. Um,
True.
and UT is centered in Austin, which is where I'm from. So they would offer college classes to some of the high school students during high school.
Mm, that's nice.
Hmm.
Okay, and you get obviously you get the transfer credits for those, so those apply
Hmm.
here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and AP, of course.
Okay, that's very nice. Huh. Well, now I feel behind. I'm just sitting here taking like CS 121, and it's like y'all are like a year ahead.
I
It helps
probably am
get the
gonna have.
prerequisites out of the way.
Oh yeah. Well, except I was stuck for a while with OChem. OChem was bad.
Oh, I'm taking
Good
OChem right
lord.
now.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm in OChem 2 right now. It's great. NMR is so
That's
much fun. Mass
Oh
spec's
yeah, it's more
cool.
fun.
I hate IR.
Yeah, totally right. I feel like we're getting off topic though.
I mean it's
Probably.
I mean that's kind of the point. That's why this thing's 2 hours. We have plenty of time to talk.
Okay, okay, okay.
We
But
can digress
I
all we need.
you guys might be the only two people in the world who actually enjoy OChem.
I don't enjoy OChem. I
I
just
find it
relate.
interesting. Yeah.
Okay, I mean that's understandable. It's one of those things where I have not taken it, will not take it, do not understand it in the slightest, but it
And
definitely
that's why
seems
you're
interesting.
engineering, and we are not engineering.
True. I guess that's a good time. What majors are you guys? I mean, you're bio, right, Jacob?
I am public health pre-med,
Public health. Yeah, yeah. And Ariana?
Uh,
but bio is my minor.
Oh,
oh,
okay, okay.
you just decided to take more bio.
That's some dedication.
Really? I'm a biochemistry major with a psych minor.
Okay, so we
Those
got some
pair well.
overlap there. Yeah, I'm CS, so I'm the outsider here. Uh, in the in one of the most populous majors in the school,
And in our club.
and in our club. We love 25 by 25, don't we, guys?
After open house, we should do a survey of the different majors. That could be
Honestly,
fun.
might be a good idea. I know we were
I mean,
trying to get like roles in the Discord for
That seems like
majors,
it might be difficult,
but
but who
I don't know.
there's
knows?
It
just too
might be a
many.
little too much.
Because
A
there's like,
survey should be doable. We just need to make one.
yeah,
Or
Yeah.
I could do that probably.
yeah, that'd be fun. Kind of like the personality test one that we did. That was
That was
like last
interesting.
semester, right? That was really interesting. Yeah, I kind of want to continue that again. I want to see what it's like.
That'd be kind of
If
fun.
it's changed with the influx of new people and the loss of old.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's something to bring up. We just had like we got added to the Xander added us to the Discord hub, right, for the school, and then we just randomly got like what I think at my last count in the one day we got 62 people that joined, uh,
What? I
which
was
is
guessing 20.
which is twice as much as had joined this entire year so far.
Yeah.
And in
And
this,
I've gotten to
insane.
talk to a couple of them over these last few days in VC chat.
yeah, it's like it's just insane. And then we got like over the past like 2 days since then, we've gotten like I think like 20 more people, like 20, 30 more people.
And then
So
we
I
also
hope
have
open
open
house is
house
good.
and
and
I hope open
informational.
house is good.
and informational. Yeah, there's so much stuff coming. It's like our club is very quickly growing in size.
We're gonna be
Very
drowning.
quickly. Yeah, honestly,
But
not
the
the
more
worst
people to come
situation.
and enjoy general meetings,
And the more
okay?
people to follow our Twitch channel and give us their Twitch primes.
After enough of you follow.
After enough of that, I swear, I swear. Please. We need it.
Any source of revenue is a good source of revenue.
Yeah, especially since I don't
Oh, hi,
think we're
Xander.
doing concessions. Wait, is Xander here? Oh,
Yeah, he
he's
just said hi
here.
in chat.
Hi, Xander. How's the? I don't know how I'm blank. How's Zen Japan? That's a very good question. Right now, we're just kind of, you know,
Three
talking.
really awesome people.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. That's why we didn't invite you. How's it Japan? Oh yeah, I need to get this. I might just like download a few of the cosplay pictures real quick and put them up on the screen because like some of that stuff, like the group picture was like actually really nice.
It was
We
really
should do
nice.
that.
Yeah, I'll save like most of the stuff for when you guys come on the podcast.
Oh, we can't hear anything.
Aw, well, we're making fun of you.
Yeah, business as normal.
Business as usual.
But yeah,
Not that he can hear that.
so for those who don't know, if you're hearing this for the first time or you're from out of the club, Xander's our president. He goes by Supernackle or Hypernackle on the account of the severe amount of salt that is in the pores of his body. And everybody loves to hate him because he's an actual tyrant. So yeah, that's pretty much a good summary of him.
Sorry, we're just dying over here.
What's wrong? What did I do?
Knackle.
Yeah. I know it's supposed to be NaCl, but like if you're reading it, you're not going to say hyper NaCl. That's just not how
Yeah,
names
no,
work.
I do. I mean, I'm gonna say it like that.
That would be how I would say it too.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the picture from the con.
Okay.
I'll just put it over us for now. I don't know.
I see two awkward smiles in that group.
Yeah. So I'm not. I'm not like. I'm new to the club, right? I'm a sophomore. I was not in person last semester, so I don't know everyone's faces. However, can I draw on this? Wait.
Let's see,
No idea. I know the three people on the right. The one on the very
I
right
know
looks
the
like
one with the pink
Xander.
hair.
Yeah, the right is
that one.
Xander. Then to the left of Xander is Anna, and to the left of her is Ashley.
Ashley.
And I don't know
And
the
then-
other two.
And then we have Dylan.
Oh, that's Dylan?
Yeah.
Oh, that is Dylan. Okay, I see the jaw. Okay, all right. And
I
then
feel bad
And
'cause
the
I
last
saw him
one
on
looks
my
familiar
picnic.
to me, but the wig is really throwing me off.
yeah, me too. It's not Sky, right? No, it's not Sky.
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know. But we'll get the results from that when they come back from the con. We'll hear all the good things, all the bad things. We'll save that for the next one.
I feel bad for the person on the left.
I know.
I mean, it's part of just COVID and not being in person. You know, it's hard to, recognize people.
Yeah, most of the
Unfortunately.
art people, like I recognized some of them like last week during Howdy, like at the picnic, because I saw their faces on Zoom, but others I just could not tell if I had ever seen them before.
The only people that I know by face are the people that I went to League watch parties with over the last year, because that's the only time I saw people in person.
Oh, dang.
League bringing people together. It's not the toxic wasteland that it's believed to be most of the time. I swear.
Except, if you sit in gaming and listen to Xander play,
Well,
it sounds like a toxic wasteland.
There's a
It's
reason
a
why.
little bit.
There's a reason his name is Hypernackle. Has no one ever called him that before? Am I the first?
That's not how chemistries.
Well, yeah, but like, you think a chemist is gonna walk up and be like, "Oh yes, super NaCl,"
Yes, they
Yeah,
would. 100%.
exactly.
Why?
Yes.
but that's not a name then.
Because knackle doesn't mean anything.
Well, yeah.
That being said, if you were wanting to make it a word, it would be natrium and I don't know what chlorium, probably chlorium, but yeah.
Okay. Either way, I'm gonna go with the knackle because it's better than saying hypersalt, super salt, or hyper sodium chloride. So
NaCl. You should just go with NaCl.
that doesn't flow well, you know. If you have like usernames are already nonsensical half the time, right? Like they're literally just made up words and sounds. So at that point, why not just say it like it's pronounced? I'm a big
I
advocate for
wonder
this.
wonder if this is because you're in engineering and we've done chemistry because NaCl does flow to me,
Okay.
It
which
does
is
flow to
weird.
me,
And you saying it doesn't flow to you, I wonder if that's just exposure.
Well, it's more of just
maybe.
like if you want to say things in the least amount of syllables possible, right? It's like
Hmm.
But
if
you
you're
also don't want
saying
to lose meaning.
yeah, but for names at least, because it's not like we're not using this for like the periodic table or anything, right? It's like we're just saying it as a name. And if it's a
I have a
name,
periodic table.
well, yeah, but in relation to Xander himself, he's also not a chemist, right? So we refer to it as a name, right? And if we're saying a name, we wouldn't go hyper NaCl and just add four syllables that aren't needed. We just go
I see.
hypernackle.
We should just call him
Okay.
Big Salt.
Big salt.
That's just like it takes the character out of it, you know.
Okay, all right. Here about this. Zan Zan.
Zanzan.
I asked and I don't have permission to call him that, and I will get beat. So yeah, so I can't go with that one. I tried. It did not go well. So
All right,
we're just gonna
we're
Move
gonna
go
move
on.
back to
ourselves
that.
back to the
Please.
main point here.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to it. Okay, so the topic for today, which I mean, I guess we kind of talked about it a little bit, but we'll focus in on it, is first experiences at the university, at Aggie-Sama, the club itself, our how we met people, our meetings, basically how we got into the club, and then all the things that led us to get to where we are, like becoming officers, how we got here on this podcast, which honestly I'm not sure, so I don't know if I can answer that one, but yeah, I
We
can.
were the ones who were left behind
Yeah,
as far as being put on the podcast.
true. And Lucas did, and Lucas was the first one for nose goes.
I
Right.
think what you guys mean to say is that we were the most qualified and bestest people for this.
Sure, sure.
Definitely. Yeah, it's definitely not because everyone else is at San Japan right now. Okay, back on topic. We already burned through half an hour. Wow. Honestly,
Really?
time is fast.
Well, I guess 20 minutes since we had 10 minutes wait.
Okay, true. All right, but so first experience at A&M. This is actually going to be pretty different because you guys have been here for 4 and 3 years respectively, right? And
Or
Yes.
I'm
yeah.
and I'm basically a freshie because I did not have the in-person experience of the campus. I've only had this modified experience. So let's start with you guys. How was school when you guys first joined?
I guess we could start with Ariana since she was here first.
I guess so. I don't know. I kind of thought I would adjust all right, but I've been more of like a homebody all my life, so it was very overwhelming to just suddenly be like among so many people and having to do so much by myself. Like, I didn't have a car for the first year, so I biked to school every day, even though the bus was available. It was super crowded. I'm sure that people are seeing it now, but like during COVID time, like buses were completely empty. But usually they're so packed, you basically are just like touching everyone around you, which kind of sucks. Um, but anyway, I had, like we said before, I had come in with a bunch of transfer credits. So my first semester, I was in, oh, what did I take? Well, for one, I was gonna take like the second physics, like the
Two,
engineers
207?
take.
207?
Yeah,
E&M?
yeah. Now it's 207, yeah. But I just that would have put me at like 15 hours, so I didn't want to do that. But I did take Cal 3 that semester
Mm,
as well.
yeah, I'm taking that
So
right
it
now.
was it was pretty rough, but I got through it. And as far as I don't remember exactly when I first visited the Aggie-Sama people, but it was at an art meeting, and I think it was around Halloween because
Mm.
I saw some people like dressing up or attempting to like do some makeup or something on a guy. Maybe it
That
was
sounds like
Spencer.
us.
I think it was Spencer.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. And I was a little weirded out, and I'm very introverted, so I kind of like went and sat by myself. But the current officer at the time, Creedy, was very sweet and like just uh tried to talk to me whenever she could, and she was doing like all these little art tutorial things, so I wanted to join in as well, and it was very fun. It was very nice, quiet atmosphere that I just really enjoyed. And I kept coming back because I wanted to share art with people. There wasn't really any dedicated art club in my high school. There was just art class, and there wasn't really too much time to do anything like from your own work there. So
Huh.
it was just nice.
That's actually
And
interesting.
I haven't really gone to general meetings that much. Sorry, guys.
I-
Blasphemy.
honestly, I mean, I, I didn't really go to them either. Uh,
Wow,
please, please,
wow, making a mockery of my club.
look. Imagine it's the same thing with Lucas. I always like watching anime in the anime club is like the weird thing. Like if
The
you're
watch
doing
parties with Lucas are great, though.
oh,
There's
they are.
very, very few of us.
I know. I was there the first semester, right? That was the
Oh yeah,
only
you
time
were.
I
I remember you.
yes. But the thing is, our club is incorrectly titled. We're not
I mean,
the Society of Anime, Manga, and Art, right? Or Anime and Manga Art. We're actually just the society of people who used to watch anime, manga, and art. We need to add a U in there.
Oh, but then we've broken up the convenient Sama.
True.
For
Honestly,
sumo.
the fact that that worked out, I've been meaning to ask someone who's been here longer than me as to how they figured that out, because it just
It's
works so
genius.
perfectly.
It's
it
genius.
does. I mean, it's been around for what, like 12 years now, so I
11.
wouldn't even know who to ask.
I only know it's 11 because of our last officer meeting from that quiz.
Well, it's inspired me, so you can call me Jacob Sama from now on.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure our president would also like to be referred to in the same way.
I don't want to talk about our president right now. Actual slave labor. For those who don't know, come to the first off, come to the informational. There's going to be a really good
It'll be
video
fun.
there. It'll be fun. There's going to be a very good video edited by me. You'll laugh. You'll love it. I swear. It's definitely not me being like forced to spend 20 hours this week editing a video for Xander just because. Uh,
We don't do indentured servitude here.
we don't.
Well,
Well, our meeting notes from the last meeting would like to disagree. Anyway, all right. Now I understand that like every time I listen to a podcast and they just talk about how like it's so easy to go off on a tangent, like I get it now.
This tangent's a tangent about tangents.
it is.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
Congratulations, Connor.
All right. All right. I'll try to act like an actual host now. So you started your first year, right, Ariana, and you're basically a sophomore already, because you
Pretty
have all
much,
those
yeah.
credits, right? So like, what was it like coming to school? Because like, did you go to a small school, big school for high school?
Uh, well, I don't know what were y'all's graduating class sizes?
Uh, Give
If
me
you
a minute to
remember.
Google.
Oh my gosh.
328.
Oh, for you? Okay, mine was like 400.
Okay.
We had 460 at the beginning of high school, but I guess 60 people disappeared. Um, but like all the other schools in my district had like over 1,000 per graduating class, so we were the small ones.
Yeah, I think anything
And
under like 500 it should probably be considered.
Okay, yeah, we
small.
had about 600 in our graduate.
okay,
class.
okay,
Okay. So
so I
about
guess it's
average.
a decent sized school, but like it's like one of the suburbs of Houston, the more affluent areas. So I guess they like parents there have more resources to spend on the school, and they had
Mm.
really good teachers and whatnot. Um,
But very different from A&M though.
very, very different.
I doubt there's any high school similar to A&M.
True. It's very hard to beat 70,000 concurrent students.
I know. It's like what the.
I mean,
There's so
it's
many
kind of its
people
own
now.
little city, more or less.
Yeah. And well, the thing is, they're going to keep growing. Like the whole the whole 25 by 25 thing we like to meme about. They only have like 50. I say only, considering this is the size of like a bunch of like medium-sized schools. But there's only like 15,000 engineering students right now. And
Only.
so they were trying to recruit. Actually, it's somewhere between 15 and 20,000. I'm pretty sure. So they're trying to recruit between 5 to 10,000 more engineers alone, and we're already at like I think the number is almost 72,000 this year because we went up by like 2,000.
I think that's like among all A&M campuses, but just the Central College Station campus is like 66,000 or something like that.
66,000 undergrads, and then we
Yes.
have like 7,000 graduate students.
Uh,
That's where the number comes from. I was yeah, because I looked that up a few days ago. Oh, everything's dying. Hello.
Oh, right.
All right, are we alive? Are we alive again?
I have
Everything
no
just
idea.
died. Okay, all right.
You died there for a moment.
Apologies for the for any inconveniences. My computer likes to just die. I can't run my video editor and a Discord stream of the video editor at the same time. It's yeah, I need to work on it. Sorry about that. We'll try to prevent that from happening in the future. I'm gonna close literally everything that's open on my computer now. Uh, so sorry, what were we talking about before everything collapsed under us?
25 by 25.
I
Yeah,
actually don't know what that means.
There-
I've heard people say it, but I don't know what it means.
2025 and 25,000 people, right? In engineering?
25,000 engineering undergraduate students by 2025,
Yeah.
which was their big
Oh.
initiative starting like 6 or 7, like back. I don't remember. I don't know the exact date, like 2015ish.
Huh.
Which is if you've seen the pictures, you've probably seen them because they circulate pretty quickly. But of those classes in engineering, like the mandatory graduation ones, where they have like twice the amount of students as they do seats, like
Oh God.
it's it's
That's
not the most well-loved policy by students. Sorry, A&M, but please reconsider. We already have way too many students. But yeah,
There's only so much space on campus that you can build more buildings.
yeah. I don't know who I had this discussion with over the last few days, but A&M kind of just like, unless they want to go full eminent domain, like which they can't do, but unless they want to start like buying out literally everything and like displacing all of the setup student stuff, they don't really have any place to go unless they do something like Relish. Like they
Mhm.
can't get bigger. It's very, very unfortunate if they want to keep growing, which they don't have to. We're already like the biggest university in the nation. We don't have to keep going. We've already won.
So, so real fast here. So there are two electrons walking down the sidewalk, right? And
Oh,
they
no.
bump into each other and they fall down, and one goes, "Ow, I think I lost an electron," and the other one goes, "Are you sure?" And the first one goes, "I'm positive."
Oh my
Okay, all right.
God.
You can just.
Uh,
Jacob, why do you keep doing this?
okay. It's time for Jacob to tell about his.
Yeah, we're
Real fast,
transitioning
so
to-
Ariana, how would you
Uh,
compare the amount of people you see walking around now to when you first came?
Yeah, it seems like a lot more, honestly. I don't know if it's just the first week, but
Okay, I was noticing that too.
Okay,
It seems like there's more people like right now. I think first week probably is at fault.
yeah. All right, I too have some questions as a person who probably had a very, very different experience from you guys, and who's
sure.
going through my first year on campus. Did you guys live in the dorms in your first year? When
Oh,
there
I
was, like,
did, yeah.
No? No, Ariana? Because you said you
I
biked
did.
to school, right?
yeah, I biked to school. I was on a South Side apartment complex called Callaway Villas. It's like
Oh,
across George Bush from the baseball field.
if I look out my window right now, I can stare at them.
Huh. Okay, I think I know where that is. It's by what's it called? The soccer fields, right?
Uh,
Ish, like nearish
ish.
to Penthorthy, like adjacent.
Yeah, closer to the rec center.
Yeah, closer to the rec center.
Okay, like on that street. Okay, all right. So
I don't
not
know, we
too
would
far.
like my parents and I did some like, you know, calculating and figured out that living off campus in an apartment would actually be cheaper than living in a dorm.
I was actually forced to live on dorms my first year.
Me too.
Really?
What a
Why?
coincidence.
Well, is it my turn to share my story?
Yeah,
I
let's
guess.
go. Well, we can swap
Okay.
between. There's no like set pattern.
So let's see. I first came A&M. Yeah, I came in with 33 credits, so I was already kind of junior, or not junior, sophomore level. So I got to jump in with both like 100 level courses and above 100 level courses, because bio and stuff you still have to take.
Hmm.
I am part of University Honors, and one of the requirements of University Honors is that you live in the honors dorm for at least a year before you live off
Oh.
campus. So I got to live in McFadden, which is kind of nice, central, right in the middle of every class. So it was really nice to get to all my classes. I biked.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I had the same thing. I'm in engineering honors, so I too had to live
Ooh,
on campus.
fancy.
But I was living in Mosier, which is part of the engineering quad, which is like it's very near all the engineering stuff, and it's built on top of the Commons dining hall, which is really nice, especially when we had like that winter storm, because like food is I don't have to go outside to go get food. But the
Hmm.
downside of dorm living, as I'm sure Jacob can also testify, the only food that you have access to is whatever's on campus and whatever's in the dining halls, really, especially if you don't have a car.
Yeah, they required you for, I don't remember if it was for honors or for being in a dorm. Probably it was honors. No, it was freshman. Being a freshman. Being a freshman, they require you to have a meal plan.
Yeah.
Um, and so I was able to jump around. I went to Sabisa a lot. I went to the MSC food halls a lot, and I got a lot of Einstein bagel.
Einstein Bagel slaps.
Wait, as a freshman or just as
Freshman,
being
there's
in
an
a
Einstein bagel
dorm?
is right across from McFadden.
I mean, like,
It's
are you
right.
required to have a meal plan as a
Oh,
freshman?
as a
Because
freshman, yeah. As a freshman, you're required to have a meal plan.
Yeah, you have
I
to.
only had dining dollars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that counts.
ours was dining dollars and meal tickets.
Yep.
You
Oh
had to
no,
have both.
no meal tickets.
Yeah, you didn't have to have both, I don't think. I think they allowed you to just have dining dollars for your first year. Don't quote me
Okay.
on that. I'm not 100%
I
sure,
don't
but
remember exactly, but I think me and my dad sat down and calculated out the different costs and ended up with I think choosing meal tickets
yeah.
with dining dollars. But
Because the meal
Mm.
plans you actually get more than you pay for, because
hmm
I think it came down to like it was like 750 per meal swipe
but
or
if you don't
whatever.
use them, they disappear.
Yeah, if you
That's
don't
the
use them, they
problem.
disappear. Meanwhile, dining dollars between at least the fall and the spring semester, they roll over. But I was just really mad
hmm
whenever like COVID hit and I could no longer use like I think 100 dining dollars that just got wasted.
I thought they let you refund any unused ones due to COVID.
I don't know if I ever got that message, but if that's the case, then I guess I'm the dumb one.
I don't know if it was a thing or not. It happened so long ago.
Yeah,
I
Memory is
know.
fickle.
it was definitely an interesting experience. But
Yeah.
I don't know what your experience with dining hall food was, but I Spiso was nice, but it
I
was pretty
enjoyed
far
the
away.
omelets at Sabisa. They were very nice.
I've only
Imagine
been to
I
eating
guess
Sabisa
breakfast.
once.
I have
Spiso.
as someone who eats different things than other people eat, it does have its own difficulties.
Oh wait, do you have a special diet?
I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, okay.
I didn't know that. My roommates are both I have vegetarian roommates. It's
Huh.
very difficult in this town.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I
People are like,
imagine.
"Hey Jacob, you want to go to this place that sells meat?" I'm like, sorry, I'll have to pass."
Yeah.
You want
Well,
to do burgers? More burgers.
I think they actually a decent amount of the burger places here actually have like either like the black bean patties or like
hmm
stuff like
Oh,
that, which is
Yeah.
nice.
I don't know.
And
I
there's
don't
always a
eat
grilled cheese.
hamburgers.
True. Grilled cheese slap even without being vegetarian. Grilled cheese with like avocado and grilled onions. Oh,
I
That sounds good.
you guys don't
don't
have
know.
habits here, but oh, that's so good.
I usually go for quesadillas rather than grilled cheese.
Quesadillas are
Also
also
good.
nice.
Oh, you reminded me. I haven't made
But
quesadillas here yet.
weirdly,
Hmm?
I said weirdly, tortillas 50-50 as to whether or not they're vegetarian.
What do you mean?
Really?
Lard. They often are made with lard, which is pig
Oh,
fat.
Oh,
that's
And a lot of other miscellaneous things, like marshmallows aren't vegetarian.
no, they're not.
huh. I guess they do have like animal fat in them.
Gelatin.
Gelatin, which is made by.
Bones and horse hoofs.
Huh. The more you know, and the things you wish you didn't know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there was the person talking about bee spit earlier.
Yeah, that was for those who didn't see it. Honey, which is currently in my tea, is tasting very delicious for something that's made as a product of bees vomiting in each other's mouths.
I was incredibly tempted when they said what makes honey so sweet to respond with fructose, because that's the highest portion sugar in honey.
Hmm.
Okay. Anyway, all right, we got really off topic. How did we get to bees?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know, but it's important to be yourself.
Oh gosh.
Uh,
He's coming off them on the fly now. Oh no! I'm doing it! No, that wasn't even intentional. Oh god. Okay, alright.
Is it bugging you?
Please stop. The pain is too much. I have the end stream button right here.
You have the nuclear option.
I can nuke the stream, delete the VODs. It never happened.
and then
Yeah.
Xander would be mad.
No, I
Let's
can't.
see. As for me with Aggie-Sama, my introduction to Aggie-Sama is I saw them in open house, which is happening soon. And was like, wow, you guys look cool. And so I went to the informational and left the informational, bought a t-shirt, and decided this was my place.
Oh, that's nice. So you still have the shirt. The only officer
Yes, I
to own
wear
the
it all
shirt.
the time. It's a very nice soft shirt.
I still don't have it in my shirt.
Me neither.
There are still a lot of them for
I know.
purchase.
I've asked Devin like what he has, and I think maybe I should just like remind, maybe bring tomorrow for open house or something.
Now, unfortunately, our shirts this year are a little delayed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
company issues that we won't get into here. All right, but you guys talked about how you got into the club, but how did you guys get into anime slash manga slash art? Like, how did that start?
Actually, I have like one comment
Okay, all
because
right.
like Jacob said that he just saw the club at open house. Did you say that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I actually didn't find Aggie-Sama through open house. I saw a chalk drawing for the
Uh,
art
the
meeting.
In the
legendary
tunnel that they
chalk
now
drawings.
disallow chalk drawings in.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't have chalk drawings anymore. They used to be everywhere. It was really nice, but
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
they banned them. But anyway, getting into anime.
Yes.
I think it was one of my sister's friends who showed us like who said, "Hey, you should watch this one show," and it was Fruits Basket, like back in
Mm.
middle school, and I was like, we watched all of it. I watched it with my sister. And I was disappointed. Like, why didn't it end like properly? It seemed like it didn't like.
Uh,
So there was that, but like I just started
Have you seen the
watching
new
different
First
things.
Basket?
I have. It's beautiful.
Manga
I'm so
reader
glad that they
only.
continued it. Manga reader. I did read the manga after that point. Like I think my school library in high school had some manga and I was able to read most of Fruits Basket that way.
That's nice. So that's when you started with anime and then kind of just spiraled from there.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that was like seventh grade.
Huh. So you've been in this for you've been down the rabbit hole for a while now.
Yeah, I don't watch as much as a lot of other people in the club do. I'm more casual at this point, but I've watched like a lot of the more popular stuff at this point, I
Hmm.
think.
So what about art? When did you start doing art?
Uh, I don't remember. It's been a long time. Um, I don't know, I do remember like the earliest instance of like drawing things. I would make these little like those little note cards that you like make flashcards out of
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
You can buy at the store. They're like really small. I would draw on those to give to my
Hmm,
dad before he went to work.
Oh, that's
that's
cute.
cute.
I would draw like little scenes from like the game that he was playing, which was like World of Warcraft. Like he played that a lot,
Oh
and
wow.
that's how I got into games too. But I would
Gamer
draw like
father.
yeah, I would draw like dragons and magic and stuff like that, and I would like give them to him. And he told me that he kept those by his desk.
Aw, that's
Yeah,
cute.
That's awesome.
And I imagine since you said your school took had art classes, you took art classes,
I
kept going
did.
from there.
Yeah. In well, they always have art as an elective in elementary school, but in middle school for the uh art elective, you had to do like either orchestra, band, or art slash theater. Um, they had one semester of art and one semester of theater, and I absolutely hated the theater part. I am not an actor by any means.
Understandable. That's definitely a very specialized section.
Yes, but then afterwards I could take actual art for like the entire year, the next couple years, so that was the only way into that. So I had to suffer through.
That's fun. And then now you ended up here
Yep,
in charge
I
of our art
ended up here.
meetings.
Yep. I just really appreciated what the previous art officers kind of did because the art meetings were more of my safe space, and it was a way to relieve stress. And the art, Madeline, the previous art officer, and Creedy before her were really sweet, and they
Yeah.
helped a lot with that.
And I'm assuming you're gonna try to keep that
Yeah,
general idea going.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
And for those out there who don't want to attend art meetings because they don't think they can draw, uh, I'm definitely 110% worse at drawing than you, and I went to an art meeting last semester.
I went
It's
to almost all the art meetings,
yeah,
and I suck at drawing.
Yeah, even if you don't think you draw very well, we can just talk.
You can chill.
It's a
exactly.
very chill meeting. The general meetings are uh the ones that I actually went to. I went to like maybe two or three or something like that. They were very loud.
It is time
And
for the flame.
if you're an introvert who likes the is also in need of a chill place to just hang out with people, then art meetings will definitely fill that need.
Yeah, either the art meetings or just having a little VC in Discord. Maybe.
Yeah, the art sprints, right? Those are the ones that happen in Discord.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get I'll probably put up a form like saying trying to get what people's availabilities are for the week because I know that a lot of the times they're like last time I tried to do one, it was like, oh no, I'm out of town. Oh no, I'm not back yet. Oh,
Yeah, now everyone's here.
Sometimes they're too late, and I'm like already asleep.
oh yeah, I don't. I'm definitely not gonna do the like. I don't even. I think Madeline did one art sprint that was like 4 a.m.
Yeah, yeah.
That
I'm not doing that. Just gonna say that right now.
you gotta appeal to the night gang.
No,
We could let you lead a night
I'm
art
no
sprint,
longer
Connor.
night gang. Oh, you wanna lead one, Connor?
Like I said, I have a job. I have a job now. I can't.
Okay, okay.
I wish, but no. If you want someone who's always awake, you can check with Blake. Blake's always awake.
And yet he works a lot apparently,
And
Yeah,
somehow not dead.
and somehow not dead.
and somehow not dead. Yes, indeed.
All right. So what about you, Jacob?
What
How did
about
you
me?
start off?
Okay. So, in high school, I'm a little late to the curve, but that's fine. In high school, there was a girl I liked.
Oh
And
no.
of course, as a high schooler, if there's a girl I like who tells me something, I'm gonna take that and do it. And she said, "Hey, Jacob, Death Note seems like the type of show that's up your alley. You should go watch that."
Oh.
Ooh,
So I
good
did,
taste.
and I didn't sleep that night because I
Oh my
finished the
gosh.
entirety of Death Note and loved it. And then I found similar shows, and then started to get more distant shows. And ended up in my high school's anime club, and from there I ended up here.
Hmm.
Hmm,
My high school didn't have an anime club
me
either.
neither. Me neither. Probably because they get anime clubs get a bad rep because
They
of
do.
like the few cringe people that like it just ends up perpetuating to everyone eventually.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So you started off, and so you just found it, and then you just kept watching things, and then just spiraled
Yep.
down everything spiraled downwards from there.
He
Yeah,
Nothing was
keeps
the
yeah.
saying
same.
that.
I mean,
We're
Yeah,
not
well,
spiraling
apparently
upwards.
he considers
definitely not.
anime to be in a low place.
I mean, would you
We need to
consider it to be a
elevate
high
it,
place?
Connor. Elevation.
Okay, but consider this. Consider your
Hmm.
life before anime. It was
Uh,
like you have time for things. You,
I
afterwards, if you
see.
have time, you no longer do because you have to watch things. You have to read things. You have to keep up with the latest news.
Well, I don't.
Fault.
Okay,
Hmm.
all right.
Sounds like Connor's just like internalized Subaru too much.
How do I kick people
Who?
out?
Subaru, the dude who suffers a lot.
Okay, I do enjoy a bit of ReZero. Uh,
ReZero's great. I love ReZero.
ReZero.
Oh, I
You know,
didn't watch that.
okay,
Well, I have one thing to say to you, which is the mediator Malaquira.
My name on Discord's still the mediator. I don't remember when you guys
I
changed it.
changed that a while back, and then no one's changed it again.
Yeah, I need to change that. I don't know.
Unfortunately, I can't change it now because you're an officer, not an officer in training. I don't
Hey,
have power over you.
I'm the one with power now.
Yeah, it sucks I can't mess with people with my own rank.
I can because I'm the IT officer.
If you're just if your nickname ever changed, there's a 30% chance it was me doing so.
Noted. All right, I guess it's time for me. My least favorite thing, talking about myself. So, uh,
Yeah.
I started off in, God, sixth grade, I want to say. I was at a summer camp, and then some random kid on the bus to summer camp just stood up and said, "Hey everyone, watch Fairy Tale." And I was like, "Seems legit." So when I got home, I went on Netflix, found Fairy Tale, watched the first few episodes, loved it, and then spent the rest of my time in class watching Fairy Tale. So I finished 33 episodes in like 3 days. Like
Wow.
I,
Wow.
I was doing it in classes that like I didn't care about. Well, not that I didn't care about them, but like you know those classes where it's like you've already learned everything, and it's just
Oh,
like not that you've learned anything, but like the class itself is useless because you either already know it or you'll pick it up on the homework, and there's no need to like actually pay attention in class.
I mean, kind of.
Okay, maybe it's just a me thing, but I did that, so I finished that. Then I watched SAO, the classic. Uh, got really into that. Then kind of got into the Alfheim part, and then Alfheim Online things happened. Uh,
Huh?
have you seen you've seen SAO, right?
Hmm.
Season the second part, the Alfheim Online part.
Is there anyone in chat who hasn't seen SAO?
Yeah, yeah,
Because I
yeah.
feel
Okay,
like that's a pretty predominant anime.
I guess this
Oh,
is a
wait.
bit of a spoiler warning.
Disclaimer, I only watched the first season.
So she
Okay,
hasn't
okay,
seen Alpine.
okay, all
No,
right.
I have not.
Good.
And
Is
I
all I
don't
can
care
say.
about spoilers.
Or
It's
Gun
fine.
Gale.
Okay, all right. So if you're watching the VOD, skip ahead. I'm not gonna leave a timestamp, but just like a minute. Uh,
We don't know what the timestamp would be yet.
yeah. Well, it would be in post, but yeah, I'm not gonna leave a timestamp. Just skip like a minute
Uh,
ahead. Otherwise, just mute for like a minute. But I'm pretty sure everyone who's watching this has probably already been exposed to SAO in some way. Uh, so in Alpha Online, it's like basically the same stuff as season one, right? But Asuna gets kidnapped. Uh, and long
as you
story
do.
short, there's some very disturbing things that happen involving tentacles. Uh,
Um,
yeah, I'll just leave it at that. But as like a 12-year-old
Whatever you're
kid,
imagining is probably pretty close.
yeah. So as a 12-year-old kid, that was not the greatest introduction. So I kind of just stayed away from everything for a bit, only to get
oh.
re-engaged when Netflix decided to release everything after episode 33 of Fairy Tail, because for some reason only up to episode 33 was available for a while. So,
Fairy Tail's a pretty nice starter.
but yeah,
anime.
Lucas
It
will
was way
talk
too
about.
long. I could not finish it.
Well, yeah, it's like it's one of those ones like Pokemon where it's like it's a great starter, everyone loves it, but no one's gonna watch all of it. It's
I've watched all of Pokemon.
all of Pokemon.
Uh-huh. Well, except for the new season that's just out now. Or coming out now.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I decided to binge it one summer.
Oh, okay, all right, that's more understandable. I thought you meant like kept up with it over time.
Oh, oh.
I was gonna be like, that's a long time. Pretty sure that started before you were born. But yeah, so got into got into anime that way. From that and Friends, that's also how I got exposed to K-pop, which started a vast downward spiral. Uh, rather not speak about that one. But yeah,
You
just
partake in the music aspect of this club?
yeah, I'm one of the posters in the music channel. And
There are a lot of aspects to this club.
yeah, if you're at events and you hear some kind of anime playlist, it's probably mine, because I just have like a 26-hour long playlist of J-pop. So
Wow.
if you're hearing just like anime songs, it's probably my playlist.
We
Uh,
actually had that playlist, I think, running during the Bon Appetit social, whether or not people were able to hear it because we were loud.
yes, I believe that I gave them the play. I gave wait was you right that I gave the playlist
Yeah,
to?
you gave it to me, and then I handed it on to my inside person.
Yeah.
Inside person.
I have a lot of those.
I see.
So that happened, and then yeah, uh, figured out that I don't have time to actually watch anime because who watches anime? Am I right? Uh, so I ended up figuring out that manga is a much more efficient way, especially when My Hero ended its first season and I wanted to know more.
Same.
Yeah, so
Are you guys watching the My Hero season that's out this season?
nope, I'm caught up with the
Nope.
manga.
I see.
Well, I haven't.
Uh,
I might watch it just because I appreciate the animation. Same thing with Demon Slayer. I finished the first
Oh,
season
Demon
that
Slayer's
was out.
so pretty.
It's
It's
so
so
pretty.
pretty. But then I went and finished the manga because the manga is finished.
Yeah,
It is concluded.
I
So what's
read.
weird is I actually skipped the manga step. I went from anime to light novel.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? There's a light novel?
Well, not for all the animes, just in general.
Oh, in general. I thought you meant specifically for Demon Slayer, and I was like, huh?
It'd be cool if they had one. I like reading.
I never could get into light novels. I don't know why.
I've only read a couple of the ones that I think Madeline and Sunny mentioned, which were Chinese ones
Mm.
translated.
I've read a couple of those too.
Yeah, I could never really get into those. Manhwa though, more on the light
I
side.
I,
Mm,
I
But
do I do. Yeah. How about webtoons?
yeah,
Webtoons are nice.
I get a little bit of the solo leveling Wednesdays.
Yeah,
Mm.
I ended up seeing Solo Leveling, reading some of its webtoon, and then deciding to read its light novel and write it to completion.
Oh damn.
Oh, wow.
How
It
was
was
it?
fun. It was fun. I won't say anymore because I know that we have an avid Solo Leveling people here.
Okay, all right.
But I know how it ends.
Okay. All right. That's how it feels when I start talking to the anime people and I'm just like, I know how it ends. I read the manga.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, so read manga, efficient, good times. Then got here. I guess my time here, my start off at least, was really different from your guys's because, unlike you guys, it did not feel like a school of 70,000. It felt like a school of probably about 10,000 because there was like no people on campus and
It was it was really nice biking around campus during the COVID
Hmm.
times, or at least last semester, like the when there were some in classes.
yeah, going to class this week was a bit of a wake up call. Uh, having to like weave through pedestrians and like almost hit three children was like a bit of an experience that I did not have last year.
You bike.
Yeah,
Cool.
I
I
also
don't really know.
I know a couple of
And
the backways around campus, which is nice because they are less populated, so I get to bike more freely.
yep.
Yeah, that would I probably shouldn't out my shortcuts because then I'll get people going to
Then
them.
people will use them. Yeah,
Yeah, so I went out those,
you
but
just refer to them as the backways and then say no more.
that's true. But yeah, a lot more people on campus this year. People actually go out, so it's not like last year where I was in my room for a good like 3 days in a row, and then I'd go out for a class, and that was the only time I'd ever go out. But yeah, I've actually ended up finding the club through neither of your guys' ways because there weren't in-person meetings, and open house was kind of a joke. No offense to the open house people, they did their best, but online open house just isn't going to be the same thing as like
They
in person.
weren't served very good cards.
Yeah, like it's nothing against them. Like it was actually a really good thing in terms of like what they had given to them, but it's just not going to be the same in terms of like getting out there, which is why open house this year is such a big deal. But I digress. Yeah, so I actually ended up finding the club through the club directory because what was I looking for? I was looking for I'm really into like card games and stuff, so I was looking at the card game clubs, and so I was in the entertainment category, and next to the tabletop troupe, which is like them, I saw Aggie-Sama, and I was like, okay, all right, I like reading manga. Uh, Join the server, just see how it goes. It's free. I don't have to do anything. There's no obligation. Just
Hmm.
get in, see what it's like, and then just ended up going from there. Went to meetings,
When
met.
you joined, did you anticipate becoming our secretary
Oh,
and
The
workhorse?
secretary.
God, no. So when I joined, right? I joined like that was the period that they weren't like after open house. Like I didn't go to the informational because I actually ended up joining after the informational. So all the new people were already integrated into like the old people. So I just kind of joined as like kind of a standalone, which was kind of like a weird experience. Because also I'm like in a lot of Discord servers, but I'm also not active in most of them, if that
Hmm.
makes sense. So
I
it's
mean,
like,
same.
yeah, it's like I
Hmm.
don't join in
Yeah.
the communities that much. So it was kind of a weird experience getting
This
into
is
that.
awkward saying hi to 2,600 people.
Yeah, especially people that you've never seen their faces or heard their voices, and like they go
Yeah.
to your school. It's a very
And then you
surreal
could say something
experience.
dumb and they could screenshot it and it could stay forever.
True, or put it on
Oh boy.
Starboard. God, that literally just
Exactly.
happened to me. Like it literally just happened to me. What was it? What was the Xander one? Wait, let me pull it up real quick.
I've made one starboard and that was because I made a mistake.
I've made like 5 at this point. Yeah,
I made
there,
a mistake too.
Xander
I
said
don't want to mention it.
Xander said there's a lot of naked men art, and I said Pog, and then the screenshot of that got starred.
Oh no.
And then Jacob's was okay. I'm not reading that out loud.
What? Oh no, mine's about Heath bars. Don't worry.
No, it's really not.
That's
It's
okay. So apparently I made two mistakes.
oh okay, all right.
I thought it was about Heath bars.
Oh, and oh wait, Ariana, yours was the heart one.
No, yes it was. Don't say
If you want to find it, join the server and guys scroll through Starboard.
No,
I
please.
remember that one.
I completely
Don't-
forgot about that.
Don't ping me about it either.
I won't, but oh my god, I forgot about that.
It was just an example. People were using the heart thing, and I was like, "Hey, you can
You
find
had to
so many
pick
of
that.
these."
Oh, that one deserved to be starred. Oh, that one's so good.
Yeah, yeah. That's what starboard was made for.
We need to add like a category to the Aggie-Sama Awards of just like best post and starboard of the year.
Yeah.
That'll be a contender.
Gosh.
But yeah, so it was just a little weird joining in, but like there's a very simple solution for all the people out there who are scared to talk to people because like they don't know them and stuff. There's a very simple method to solving it. Just go into general, click on the message box, and type in "Hi, I'm new here." Like I actually don't know what my
I'm
first
gonna
message
try
was,
this out.
but like Jacob, you literally have like 1,000 messages in the server. It will not work for you.
Too late. I've tried it.
Let's see. We'll see.
Ooh, someone's responding.
He's in the chat. Liquid acid, right?
Yeah.
Or living acid, yeah. I saw you in
Living.
the chat. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Let's ignore that second one real fast. There we go.
Okay, all right.
Didn't
So
happen.
okay, all right. We're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, if you feel like you're having trouble engaging with like the club, Xander's as much as we love to hate Xander, the reason he asked me to put in the welcome channel is specifically because if you really just want to lurk, it's very easy to lurk, but it's also very hard to get engaged. So just being able to just start a conversation about anything is usually really helpful. Like for me, I just started a conversation about I don't remember what manga I was reading at the time. It was probably some shoujo manga because that's all I read. But I think I just struck up a conversation with Madeline in manga about like what was I reading? I think it was like Out No Flag or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but just start a conversation with that, and then slowly you get more comfortable with like a few people, and then that leads to you getting more comfortable with more people, and then you just have to go out on a limb. Like I met Evan and Xander and Calvin simultaneously because I went to the League watch party. Did not know who they were. All I knew was Evan's profile thing, which was just all in Korean. So I had like
Yeah.
yeah, I had no idea what I was getting into. I was just like, I mean, they're probably not toxic. Like, just gotta jump in head first, and it all ended up working out. But yeah, then I
Yeah.
somehow ended up here. So like, it went from high spot to like a very low spot. So I don't know how that happened. Don't let that happen.
Hey.
Don't let Xander coerce you into officer roles. Number one lesson to take away from this podcast.
But you have to apply to get to be an officer.
Uh, that's that's how, coercion.
Well,
Uh-huh.
and additionally, for anyone who's afraid to chat, I've said a lot of stupid things accidentally, and I'm still alive, so, you know.
I don't think anyone in the club's gonna kill you. Just saying.
But the universe might.
That's that's pretty deep, bro. Like the universe.
Also, like you talked about Evan and Xander. We already mentioned Xander, but Evan is the other general officer
Yeah. Oh,
or general meetings officer.
probably should give a mini introduction to like the officers since this is the first one. So we talked about. I'm just gonna go from the top. So we already talked about Xander. We hate him and love him simultaneously, but mostly we hate him. Uh, just hang out in any chat and have an opinion, uh, and he will immediately try to counter yours with an incredibly wrong one, and you will come to understand. Uh, Evan and Jacob here are general officers, so they're
Uh-huh.
going to be the ones that are general meetings doing
Which is the best meeting?
Sure,
subjectively.
sure.
Objectively and subjectively.
Personally, I'm a fan of the manga meetings.
What manga meetings?
The ones that had to be discontinued due to not enough people being fans of them.
I don't want to talk about it. It's a sore point for me. Next we have Ariana in charge of our art meetings.
Hmm.
And then after that, we have our last meeting officer, which is Lucas. He's in charge of the anime meetings. Uh, Go to those; they're fun. You just get to watch anime for an hour. It's fun. I think he actually, I don't know if he announced this officially yet, but I'm pretty sure he said it at some point in general, so I'm sure it's fine to say. But I think we're planning on our first showing to be Devil is a Part Timer. Uh, what
I
personally,
believe so, yes.
I love that show. If not, sorry, Lucas, but I mean, I don't think it's a surprise at this point. Meetings start like literally this week.
Uh, I don't think it's that much a surprise given that he wanted to do it last semester, but then was told no.
Also true, but I mean, yeah, I don't think it matters if it wasn't announced yet. But yeah, we'll be doing Devil's a part timer and as our continual. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's set in stone yet, but so don't take it with a grain of salt. But we're probably doing Devil's a part timer, and then we also have weekly themes where we'll watch a few episodes of a show based on a theme. Not decided yet, but come to those. They're really fun. Other than that, we have our treasurer, Devin, with an A, not an I. Uh, Keep that in mind. It's very important information. He's money man. That's all you need to know about him. And also go to concessions whenever we have them. We need money.
We're not doing them this semester due to
COVID, yeah,
reasons.
we're not doing them this semester. But when they start up again, go to those. We like money.
Which means
Money
instead
is
you can support us by following and subscribing when that becomes available.
exactly. Gotta go to our YouTube channel, like, comment, subscribe, boost us on the algorithm. Do stuff on our Twitter and Instagram account. I don't even know if we have a Twitter account, which is surprising considering we have a Facebook account.
We probably do. That'd
I
be an
don't.
Anna question.
It's not in our socials. That's the thing I was worried
No.
about. 'Cause
Speaking of Anna,
Should we make
Yeah,
a TikTok?
no. Speaking of Anna, our PR officer, the last officer that I haven't mentioned yet, she's in charge of all things PR, so all our social media, setting up all of the PR things, pretty much all that process Anna's in charge of. She's also very big into cosplay. That picture I had earlier, she was in it. So that's all. Oh, and I guess I'm an officer too, technically. I do IT stuff.
technically,
I do IT stuff. You'll see me around in text chat. This might be the last time. Wait, who is this?
and in manga.
Who's NA Melee S barcode? Yo, who are you? You're saying we missed the talk about you. Oh, is that Lucas? Is that you?
We just went from like 6
Oh, it's
people watching
Evan,
to
okay.
11 to 6 again to 9.
I think some of the people from San Japan got on because this is Evan apparently.
Ah.
Hi Evan.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's an interesting name.
So is NA supposed to be salt? No, just kidding. Soda.
Please stop. No, I'm pretty sure it's something about how North America is bad at League of Legends and StarCraft.
Ah.
It's probably something along those lines. But yeah, so you specifically literally know I do? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Ignore that. Yeah, I definitely know what that means. Uh, yeah, I definitely did not forget about that. Anyway, I just do IT stuff. I do Discord stuff. I do Twitch stuff. You'll see me around, probably. I don't know. Xander might kill me before then. If you find me 6 feet under, just know it was Xander. Oh, and if you want a list of, I'm also the resident romance manga guy. I have a GitHub page. You can check it out. It's in my officer introduction. Lots of good recommendations in there. I think that's everyone. One, two, three. Yeah, that's everyone. Okay, all right, all right. I was worried for a sec.
Counting is hard.
Yeah, you have no idea. It's been a long day. I was up till 4 a.m. editing that video. It's like my brain's not working.
Huh.
All right.
That's like early.
That was yeah. I was talking. I was in VC with Lucas editing the video, and he was like, I was talking about the podcast, and I was like, yeah, it's tomorrow. And then I looked at the time, and it was like 3:30, and I was like, okay, never mind. It's in like today.
Yeah, I was too tired to join you. I saw you guys there, and I was like, "Ooh, I should join them," but then I was tired.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty late too. But yeah. So we got a little off topic, but yeah, that was how we got into Aggie-Sama, how we got started at A&M. Hopefully that was helpful for some of you. I know we have a lot of people new to the club and people who are new to the university. Just put your best foot forward. Do we want to do like a small advice segment? We have time. We can do like
We
advice
can.
advice
I
you
just
wish
need
you
a
knew.
second to think about it.
Yeah. I can fill for time, but yeah.
I mean, I guess as upperclassmen, we could probably ask you like, what would you want to know like at this
Oh
point in
God.
time?
That's true. We are upperclassmen.
Oh, putting me on
We
the
can't
spot
ask you
like that.
questions.
I hate upperclassmen privilege. Uh, I guess like hmm, the I feel like it's kind of hard for me specifically, just cause like I was well I say that like I didn't get the full experience last year. At least I was on
Hmm.
campus last year, so I got a feel mostly for college stuff. Uh, and now I'm working and cooking, which is honestly easier. So I guess more of just like general questions would be like, how do you survive trying to balance like club stuff? Like, because I know the classes get a lot harder and you get a lot more work. How do you like? How did you guys at least end up balancing that?
I'm still figuring it out, honestly. I just don't be me and procrastinate everything. Even though it somehow worked for me.
Drat spoiled again.
Procrastination causes me massive amounts of stress, so I kind of have the opposite problem where I do everything at once, and like the early bits in the week suck, and then at the ends of the week, I'm like, I have nothing left to do.
This is
So
the
I guess
first.
time management's pretty important.
Okay, yeah, this is the first week like ever in college that my homework was done before the weekend. Like I finished all my homework on Thursday, and I was just like, wait, that's so weird. Just like not doing my homework last minute. It's a weird
That is
feeling.
a good habit to keep up.
It's not gonna be a habit. I only did it because I have to edit the video, and if I had to
I
do this
I would
and
say suggestions is I on a sheet of paper on my desk just write down all the obligations I have due this week or by the end of this week, and
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
cross them out when I have them done.
I like to make a list and cross them out as well for every day, really. I have like a little planner
I also
that does
recommend
that.
on like Google Calendar or wherever you have a calendar, the online one, or if you like to write things down in person. My roommate was just doing that, but I prefer the online thing. Have all of your classes actually booked out in the calendar so you know when around them you schedule things.
Hmm.
that's smart. Another suggestion I have, not an upperclassman, but something that's really helped me out a lot is Notion. I don't know if you guys know about it. It's like kind
Nope.
of like
Nope.
it's kind of like a build your own planner, but it has a lot of integrations. So like I keep all of my class notes organized in there in Pages. I have all my classes in there. I have all my Google Calendar stuff synced. I have like my agendas. I have my shopping lists. It was a lifesaver for me because every week I can just go through and just make checklist on my agenda of all the homework that I have to get done. Check it off as soon as I get it done. Then
Hmm.
make my lists. Use those while I'm shopping at HEB. Then check my calendar and be like, okay, I have to go to this event and that event. Very very useful for staying organized.
Another thing though, just to throw in right now is a lot of people forget, but having fun is like very important to surviving. So actually schedule in times. It doesn't have to be long, but like schedule in an hour or 2 hours every day, every other day for just having fun, playing a game, hanging out with people. That's an important thing because it helps you stay active, helps you stay alive, helps the and doing things faster.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of staying active, this is going to come as actually no, a lot of people in our club actually work out, so I don't think it's like a big thing. But find some time in your week, even if you don't schedule it. Like it's best if you schedule it, but even if you don't schedule it, just find some time once a week to work out. Like Nobody
There's
at this,
something active.
yeah, something like work out, play a sport, something active.
It can help
Because,
to bike to class,
but
biking
yeah,
to class if you live far away,
I
biking.
taking a
bike
fun
five
route to
miles
class,
every
taking a fun route
day.
back
Wait,
home.
you're 2.5 miles away?
Yeah, I'm 2 miles away.
Wow.
Thighs of steel. Okay, all right. I live like I live like less than like a tenth of a mile away from campus.
You're in
I
Northwest, aren't
managed
you?
to do
Yeah.
very good smart things on my Monday schedule this semester and have like 7.5 mile bike trips
Oh my
scattered
God.
throughout the day.
Yeah. Yeah. So just stay active. It helps mental health a lot. And
Oh yeah.
that's another thing. Take care. It's this is like the most cliche thing. Everyone has said it at some point, but take care of your mental health while also keeping up with classes. Those are the two most important things. As long
There
as you're,
there
and
are a
they lead to one another.
plethora of studies that have come out in recent times showing that social being cutting yourself off from the world and not being active is as bad for you or worse than smoking a pack of cigarettes a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just also really important because I know that as like the anime club or whatever, we get like a bad rep for being like, the people that never go outside, we like have like like steadily declining mental health, like all that stuff. But like is
You don't
it
have to go outside to be active.
yeah, you don't. Like that's the first thing. But it is also good to be exposed to the sunlight. Like that was the
Make
other
sure to
thing.
take vitamin D if you don't go out though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a deficiency
Me too.
personally.
Yeah.
So
I think all of us come from a place where it's like we were all inside people. We're still inside people, probably, right? I think we're all inside people mostly in this
yeah.
club.
Mostly. I mean,
Yeah,
I like to go out and run, but
yeah, no, me too. But like generally, we stay inside a lot. But it's important to have your outside time because
the sun is painful.
the sun is so painful. But like you kind of need it. Like,
I mean, the biology of UV and how it interacts with you is interesting, but I'm sure people won't want to hear it.
I mean, we're running a
Not,
little
not
short on time
tonight.
for that. Yeah, not tonight. Although, uh, maybe write up like a page Google Doc. Might be able to post it.
I actually made a video of it on my YouTube channel.
You have a
Oh, you
YouTube
have a
channel?
In
YouTube
high
channel?
school. In
Oh, in
high
high
school,
school.
we
In high
had to
school.
have one for one of my classes for some assignments.
We're looking this up.
Oh, okay.
Good luck finding it.
Let's see. What's your last name?
You'll
I know
probably
this. I
find
know
it.
this. I know this. I know this. I'll remember it. Uh,
I
anyway.
also kind of have like one thing, like you
Okay. Yeah.
mentioned the mental health thing. As far as mental health stuff goes, Annam does have a counseling service, but if you want to get onto that, you have to do it pretty early because they were very hesitant to sign me up with a counselor so close to like the end of the semester whenever I was like, I don't know. I got it, but with a lot of hesitation because they didn't want to leave me hanging for winter. Like the earlier that you can get it, if you think you need it, the better it is. And that'd be student counseling services.
Yeah.
I can't remember where you find that, but you can find it through the Howdy portal.
They also have a website. Look for
Yeah,
CAPS. I think is their abbreviation.
yeah, I
Uh,
don't
yeah.
remember what that stands for, but yes,
It's like counseling and advising or something like that.
yeah. They also, I think this. There's like a student services building or something. I think it's right across from the MSC. I think that's where they're housed now. They used to be all the way on West Campus, but they're closer.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I don't know. They used to be in like these little like I don't know. You know those little buildings that they would have for like extra portions of elementary school,
Yeah, like the
like the
sounds like my tongue.
portable
Yeah,
whatever.
it starts with a B.
Yeah, they used to have those. Anyway,
Ah, now I'm stuck on that. Okay, yeah, sorry, continue. But yeah, those are. It's definitely important to take care of that. Exercise, keep up. It'll help so much with keeping. If you feel like you're struggling in classes, oftentimes the best things that can help you with that are the advising services for classes, like the student help center, the tutors there, talking to your teacher, office hours, all that stuff, and making sure to take care of your mental health because that like people refusing to go see the tutors and people refusing to take care of like their mental health are like the two biggest reasons I saw for people burning out in freshman year.
hmm
Like that's how you get through school. Just
I
learning
mean,
to take care
also
of both.
if you feel that you're close to burnout, then you can go to these things, but on top of that, talk to like your family and stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
Or
mean, they're
whoever
here for
else
you.
you're close to.
Yeah, your friends,
Yeah. Keep contact with
your
people.
pet.
That was another thing
Your
from
pet.
COVID. Yeah, pets do. But contact with people is a very undervalued thing. Like
Hmm.
just talking, even just like hopping in VC last
Hmm.
year, while I was like in my room for like the fourth or fifth day in a row. Like just being able to talk to someone did like loads just to help with.
And
You
I
know,
mean, even you can, if you feel like it, you can even rant to them. They may or may not want you to do it, but no one's going to be upset.
Except for you.
And if you need the load off, it's helpful.
yeah. Agreed. That was any more tips from the upperclassmen?
Uh,
Because if
I
not,
don't know.
we can change gears.
We can, but
Make sure you
I
know the campus well. Like if you ever have
That's
free
true.
time, just go out and explore the campus. Get a mental map. It will help a lot.
And if you're
playing
taking
Pokemon
bus,
Go is helpful for that.
okay,
I'd imagine, yeah.
yeah, probably. And also, if you're taking buses, just before you need to go on the buses, just go download the Tamu app, look up the bus routes, figure out what bus you're supposed to take, and then just take one trip around of it. Because at least for me, like the streets around here, if you don't know them, can get very confusing as to where you actually are and where the bus stops are. So if you need to take a route, like get on it in advance and figure out what the process is for that, where you have to be, where you have to get off. That was very helpful last year.
Oh, and I guess one final thing from me that I think about it. Even if attendance is not mandatory, the number one way to get a good grade in a class is to attend class,
True.
and specifically in the front few rows. But that's less important than actually attending class.
Yeah. Well, that was a good talk on that. We gave some good advice. Now let's move to the most important segment of our
Let's pat
podcast.
ourselves on the back real fast.
Yeah, let's pat ourselves on the back. We did a good job. And now we move on to gotcha.
Oh
The
no.
most important part of the podcast.
Oh,
Uh,
gotcha.
every time, Jacob. This is just your
Do we?
thing now.
It is.
It's always been my thing.
Okay, that's true.
I have a lot of things.
Okay, so let's start off with Ariana. I know you said you play Precon. Not Precon. Genshin. Sorry.
Pre-con. What's
Sorry.
that?
No, I'm tired. I'm thinking of me. You play Genshin, right? You play
Yeah, I
Genshin.
do.
Do you play anything else?
Um, I downloaded Arknights and did a little bit of that, but I'm still not sure whether I'm completely into it. And I also played Puzzle and Dragons for a long time, if anybody remembers that.
I've heard of that. I've never played it though. What about you, Jacob?
I believe the only gacha game I've ever played is Genshin. I've played some of it. I haven't stuck to it. I've played a little bit. Um, but yeah.
I'm the standout here in that I play the most cultured of the gotcha games. I play Precon.
What
Uh,
makes it cultured?
I don't even know what that is.
Princess Connect. Uh,
Ah.
basically, uh, Genshin is too hard and time consuming. Fate Go requires way too much money, and Arknights requires too much brain power, and Precon is just cute anime girls doing cute fighting things. I can just turn my brain off, turn on auto, do my daily quests, and call it a day. It's very, very calming, and it's also very nice when you get Summer Pecker, which let me pull up a picture real quick. It's a
Of
bit of
course.
a Smurf, by the way. Got it in my first 10 roll
Of
in
course,
the
if you're
banner.
in chat here, go ahead and tell us some of your gacha
Yeah,
exploits.
I
I'd
mean,
be
I
sure
got
of.
as far as Genshin goes, I think I got Venti like first 10 roll on his banner and I was like, "Oh, I don't know who this is, but he looks cool." And everybody was like, "How do you have him?" I was like, "What? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what you're talking about."
See, the gotcha got struck back at me because I spent 186 rolls on the Summer
I,
Kyaru banner and
I
didn't
thought
get
you were
her
gonna say
once.
dollars.
No. I haven't fallen that far yet.
So there's a person here in chat who agrees with you.
Yes, because the thing is, gotcha. Like my thing is that I always have to be like doing something, right? Like it's very hard for me to do passive activities. But with with precon, I can just do it, be engaged for like 5 seconds, and then just like do something else, and then come back 2 minutes later. My quest is done, and then I just put it on again, and then I get rewarded with high res JPEGs for free. So like, what would you not like about that? Wait, let me pull up. She's my home screen. She's my arena star. I built my team around her because I don't have any of the other good units, but we don't talk about that. Uh, this is her. She's beautiful.
I have yet to see it on stream because I'm slow. Oh, it's small.
It's small.
So what makes
I
a game a
marked
gotcha?
it. Okay. All right. Let me remove this. So, gotcha is I can give I'll give the long explanation because I enjoy the long
Your picture
explanation.
is very blurry.
Yeah, it is. It's I don't know why it's low res. It wasn't so low res when I pulled it up online. Oh well. It gets the point across. Cute anime girls. Uh,
Indeed.
but gotchas originated from from Japanese capsule machines actually. So like everyone knows capsule machines, right? It's like you put a quarter in, you twist the little knob, and a capsule comes out, and they have like the little models of stuff like that in there.
Oh, they have
And
those in The Great Pretender.
yeah, and in them there's different rarity ones because there's ones that are harder to get, harder to find, and those are like specialty ones. So capsule toys were pretty big in the collecting scene for a while, just because like seems like a pretty good hobby investor thing of just getting a bunch of those, especially the rare ones. So people figured out that I don't know what the first gotcha was like. I
Figured
would
out
have
that
no
that
idea.
equals dopamine, and people like dopamine.
Yes, and they were like, well, what if because capsule things like you can only put them in certain places and like they cost money and stuff like that. So how do we get people to play it more and spend much more? As they figured out, if we combine pulling gotcha, like trying to pull for the capsules on like phones and games, and we give them cute anime girl PNGs, people will spend thousands of dollars trying to get their waifus. And whoever thought of that is now a billionaire. Because I don't know how like Genshin is huge.
Whoever thought that's hopefully now a billion.
Yeah. Well, Fate Go last I think it was I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, but Fate Go was the highest grossing game. Period. Like
Really?
it grossed higher than what was the game? Let me look up a statistic. I don't remember it, but it grossed higher than like every game. It was insane. Like how much people spend on Fate Go, all because they'd want to get an Astolfo, a JPEG of Astolfo.
Not a Stolfo.
So could we consider Pokemon to be a gotcha?
No, it doesn't really have
There's
the
not the
same
money aspect, but
elements.
there's the pulling from the grass patches.
Not
It's
really.
not the same thing.
That's random
Okay.
encounter technically.
I
Because
see.
like the central concept behind gacha is that at least the online ones is you have a currency which you spend at like kind of like the machine like the capsule deposit, and so you spend your currency and you get a random thing, and they just make it easier by letting you pull from like 10 at a time and stuff like that. So whatever you're doing in the game, like whatever your activity is to get that currency, that's the game, quote unquote. But the gotcha part is specifically the pulling of the machine in order to get the things,
That makes sense.
which is why. I might be wrong. This is just from what I've seen. I watched like a 20-minute YouTube documentary on it, so I'm not a professional. But
Or you could spend real money to get the things
uh,
instead of playing the game.
Which is what the
Ariana,
developers
how much
probably
money have
want
you
you to
spent
do.
on Genshin?
I think I've maybe 30?
Oh, whale.
What?
At what
Whale.
price does a whale become a whale?
I don't know.
If you've bought more than the starter bundle, you're a whale.
Whale,
Oh, I
that
bought
sucks.
the Welkin Moon things a bunch, which is like you get 300 of the currency prima gems like immediately, or you can wait, hold on. There are two currencies for some reason. I don't really use the one that they give you or that you can buy because you can just turn them into Primogems or you can buy bundles with them, which I'm not really interested in because I could just play to get that stuff.
Mm.
But you get 300 of that other currency, then you get 90 Primogems per day for 30 days. So you get like 3,000 Primogems total. Rather than
Okay.
for for the same price, $5, you get 300 and that's it.
Okay, so
And
it's a
I don't
better
understand
deal.
that.
It's a
It's a
better.
better deal, but you have to wait.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah. Actually, wait. Sorry, I was looking up the Wikipedia page for a list of gotcha games to try and find what the oldest one was. Did not find that, but I found that the description on Wikipedia for Azure Lane is anthropomorphizes historic warships as scantily clad young girls. And I just thought that was hilarious.
That is accurate, I will
it's
say.
it's
I
true.
haven't played it, but yes.
It's true, but it's hilarious. Uh,
True
okay.
and
There's a
hilarious.
video game called Gotcha, which is not the same thing at all.
That's wait, really?
Yeah, it was, let's see, it's an arcade game developed by Atari, released in 1973.
Oh my
The fourth
god.
game by the company. After Pong.
Wait, actually?
After
That's kind of
Pong,
correct.
which was marketed at the beginning, and then Space Race and Pong Doubles. We got Gotcha, which is not anything like the Gotcha of today because it's a completely different idea.
Unrelated to that, but my
It's
favorite
amazing.
gacha is Raid Shadow Legends.
Here's the
Is it not
plug.
yours?
Wait, can we get sponsored? Ooh, I like sponsored.
No, this is one of the ones where it's like a follower boost thing. That link in the chat. Sorry, but I don't know if you're part of the Discord. Miss Macure. I don't know how to pronounce
Miss
that.
accurate.
Yeah, but
For some reason I read that as my asthma. Don't ask me how.
well, yeah, we're trying to not we're not trying to artificially grow our channel. Whatever we end up with is what we end up with. We're ultimately just trying to have fun, and
We can
create
increase
some kind of
followers by
experience.
one though if you want to follow.
Exactly, and we'll do it one at a time, and that's the
The
goal.
slow way.
Yeah. And in unrelated news, I found the Fate Go article. Fate Go grossed $982 million in 2017, making it the year's sixth highest grossing mobile game. And in
What?
2018, it grossed over $1.2 billion.
That's insane.
They crossed 4 billion by the end of 2019. So it's working.
It is working.
Somehow. That's God. All I can think of now is that video. I don't know how much Gigguk you guys watch, but that one Gigguk
No.
video where he spends like $500 to get the Astolfo, get Astolfo and Fate Go.
He did? I
Yeah,
just...
watch the video. He ends up getting like a bunch of the because Astolfo's like I don't know exactly how Fate Go works, but I think it functions on like the 1 to 5 stars. Astolfo's like a 3 star, I think. He got like a bunch of 5 stars before he even got Astolfo. It was so funny. It's like a 30-minute long video. That's a video I can recommend to go watch. Gigas, all the Trash Taste Boys, like perfect videos, and they love Gotcha coincidentally, and they love Raid Shadow Legends, and so do we. Raid Shadow Legends, please sponsor us.
Of course, of course.
So, are there any other? I guess since we're on the topic of games, is there any other things that you guys are playing right now?
Um, I guess I got the mic here. I have been playing a lot of Stardew Valley recently.
Mm.
Ooh.
I also play a lot of Warframe and Pokemon.
You play a lot of the games that people tell me are very good that I've never played. Other than Pokemon, I played Pokemon. I swear.
Yeah, I enjoy Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you played some of the fan games?
I have
No.
not,
Okay, I'm
but
playing
I've watched people play some of the fan games.
Xander. Uh, I'm playing
Yeah.
Reborn right now. It's
I've
on
heard though that
first
there's
edition.
some pretty good ones.
Yeah, I'm playing the one I'm playing right now, Reborn. I'm playing with my brother. It's so good. Like it has no right being as good as it is. Like I actually have to like grind in order to like get my team to level up in order to be able to compete. There's like actually challenging puzzles. I'm stuck at a gym right now because I can't figure out the puzzle. Like the last time that happened was like I don't think that's ever happened. Like maybe Platinum, the seventh gym leader, Candace. I think I got stuck there for like 15 minutes.
I do not remember Platinum, but that was the first generation of Pokemon I played.
Me too. Platinum was like
It
God.
was
I
so good.
It was so good. I hope they don't mess up the remakes
Me too.
because that
The style is already kind of weird for a lot of people.
okay. It looks better now. It looked really bad in the initial trailer. The new ones look better. I think.
Mm-hmm.
So they unfortunately have my hopes up. Yeah, on the topic of games right now, I'm a league as most people know, I'm a League of Legends addict. Uh, it's a problem. Please help. Uh, but other than that, I started playing Chrono Trigger, the grandfather of most modern JRPGs. I'm like 15 minutes in. I'm not like I'm like 20, 30 minutes in, something like that. I have 24 minutes in the game right now because I spent like way too long talking to NPCs. But it's designed by the person. It's designed by the lead designer of Final Fantasy, and all the drawings are
Ooh.
done by the artist of Dragon Ball. So it's like I'm loving the visuals because I was able to get it in the 8-bit visuals or the 16-bit visuals, not like the new updated ones. So
Mm.
I'm loving the art. It looks very interesting. The battle system looks interesting. So I'm excited for that one. It's looking fun so far.
It's really cool. I mean, lately, of course, I've been playing Genshin quite a bit. I'm not through the new region. I'm taking it pretty slow, and I haven't really rolled for the new uh, Archon either. I don't know. I'm not that excited about girls.
Excuse me.
But I also have been playing. Some of my friends got me into Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, you've
Of course,
fallen.
like I said, yeah, as I said before, I used to play. Actually, my dad played World of Warcraft, and I played World of Warcraft for like the longest time as well. It was kind of like a family thing,
That's a
to a
nice
degree,
tradition.
because never had like friends on the game. But I don't know, just being back in an MMO is nice. But those are like the main things. But I also, if I had a Switch, I would totally play Monster Hunter Rise, and I loved Monster Hunter World. I've been playing Ender Lilies, which Lucas knows about. It's like one of those platformer games, kind of like Hollow Knight.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of VTubers playing it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's really nice, and it's pretty challenging. Like even if you get really far, like it can still be challenging. But of course, I'm not really that great at platformers. I just enjoy them.
It makes sense. Yeah, I'm looking. It looks fun. I'm still on Celeste right now as my platformer. I'm not even close to beating it.
Oh, I suck at platformers. I tried playing Celeste. I tried playing Hollow Knight. It didn't go well.
Oh, I died to the environment so many times. Oh yeah, I mean, I finished Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisp. It's so pretty.
I've heard good things about those.
Yeah, it's easier than Hollow Knight and Ender Lilies, but it's like it's super pretty.
Yeah, I actually heard about it because I'm also a big fighting game head. Uh, Ori and I don't know what the other character's called, but like the Will of the Wisp.
Hmm.
They're a character in Rivals of Aether as a guest
I've
DLC
heard about
character.
that. Yes.
I'm buying that game the second it goes on sale because like I'm a fighting game head. I love that game visually, so I want to get that. But yeah, that and Shovel Knight, they have both, and it's so cool. Yeah. Wait, what is like? I've never played an MMO before. What is it like?
Uh, well, I think most people know what MMO stands for, but massively multiplayer online game. And usually you get to, uh, gosh, how do I start? It's
It's
a
like
big
class
open
based,
world.
right?
It's class-based for sure.
There's magic.
Yeah, most of the
That's the
MMOs
important
you
part.
are like you make a character, you customize it, you start into the world like in a certain area with one class, and then you level up to like various storylines of different areas. But in Final Fantasy 14, you can everybody basically has the same story that they go through and different like little like side quests in certain areas that you can get to. But like the main thing that's big, like a really big difference is you can level up every single class in the game on one character.
Oh,
Oh, so wait,
that's fancy.
so you don't change classes. You just can access all of them.
You don't like have to pay to change or anything. You just have to switch your weapon and you change the class and you have access to all of them once you like there of course each class starts from level 1
So you only need
whenever
one
you unlock
character.
it. Yeah, you only need one character. And I have heard of like I don't know, you've seen the copy pasta like about the,
Like
Final
critically
Fantasy
acclaimed.
14's like tr three free trial for whatever. But seriously, like somebody has actually leveled every single class up to level 60 only on the free trial.
Hmm,
Huh.
that's impressive.
So there's a lot of content that they give you for free.
Yes, there is quite a lot of content. That's the base game and one expansion. I'm no longer on the free trial because storage issues was getting annoying and also not being able to be with my friends in the same capacity. So I am now paid, but I was on the free trial for like 3 months and I am almost through the first base game.
Oh wow.
So
So
that's
wait,
like 4 months of play.
so you have to pay to play with your friends though?
Uh, no, no, no. You can play with them. You just can't. You can't be the one sending out. Like the functions on the free trial are limited. Like you can't send friend requests. You can't send party invites. You can't whisper people. You can't speak in like the general chat, like
I mean, that
of
makes
the area you're
sense.
in.
Okay, that makes sense.
Nor can you join like the equivalent of a guild or anything like that. You can't have more than 300,000 money and other storage limitations as well.
Okay, so it's storage limitations and you can't like initiate any contact.
Yeah, you can't initiate. They were able to friend me and I was able to accept requests, but I can't send anything to anyone.
Huh. When I'm finished editing this video, I might have to try it out because I've honestly like I've loved class-based things, like the idea of them, because it's like so cool. But I could never get into it because it was always either paid and I'm a cheapskate, or it was like I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
can do a
Sticky.
ton just for free, and if you don't like it, you can just not do it, I guess.
True.
So, important question for Final Fantasy. What are
Mhm.
the odds that you get isekai'd into it?
What do you mean?
SAO style.
Or, or not necessarily SAO, because SAO is VR, whatever. More like Overlord or something,
True.
which is also VR.
Well, how
Hmm.
likely are you to get hit by a truck?
I mean, if you get hit by a bus,
True, we do have a lot of buses around
Pretty
here. They do
likely.
not stop for
There's a lot of those.
pedestrians.
they're supposed to.
The bus drivers here are pretty good, I think.
Well, I mean,
Buses carry a lot of inertia.
I
true.
thought that it was a rule like if you like not purposefully, you can't do it purposefully, get hit by a bus, they pay for your tuition or something like that. I
It's
think there's only been one story where I've like heard that actually happening.
I'm pretty sure it's a meme. Just
But
because,
they might pay for something, but who knows what it is.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's probably like the whole like if your teacher doesn't show up for 15 minutes, you don't have class or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's the myth.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's decently realistic because if your teacher's not there in 15 minutes and they haven't sent out anything, it's pretty safe to leave anyway. Because
Especially if it's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class.
yeah, it's because then it's only 50 minutes and you've already taken out like half of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, 15 is half of 50.
But yeah,
I said basically, Jacob. Okay.
but what class would you want to play? Do you like magic or do you like like hand-to-hand fighting and stuff like that?
Well, I don't even know what like what would you compare the combat system to? Because I played a lot of games, but so used to playing like MOBAs and fighting games, I just don't know what the fighting system would be like.
More like I guess more like a MOBA than a fighting game. You have abilities that you gain per at certain levels, and you are able to access them through the number keys.
Hmm.
And sometimes you can combo like you get some basic abilities that combo with other ones usually.
So there's like damage dealers, which I assume are like the archers and like the rogues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then there's tanks, which are like wardens. I assume there's
Yeah.
probably magic and physical tanks, something along
Oh
those
yeah.
lines.
You can be like as damage dealer, tank, or healer.
Mm.
Um, and of course, in line with Final Fantasy, like classic Final Fantasy classes, you can have like black mage, white mage, Oh gosh, what's one that's like another classic one? I don't know. Summoner. Summoner's a good one.
Healer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play a lot of, at least in most games I play, I usually either play supportive, so I'll be like a healer slash enchanter class,
How about a
or
Mhm.
secretary class?
I don't want to
Oh
talk about
God.
that. Uh, yeah, I'll be
So you're
like,
playing support.
yeah, I'll be either a healer or an enchanter or something along those lines, or I'll play like the squishy damage dealer who has no defenses, and it's just like
Ah,
all because I'm the other thing is
I
that
think
I'm
that's known as a glass cannon.
yeah yeah because like relative to my skill level, I'm bad at a lot of things. Like my reaction time is horrid, which is why like I will never be good at fighting games. But I'm decently good at orb walking. Is orb walking a thing in MMOs?
what?
Like kiting?
Kiting. Oh,
You might like Warframe.
All right. I have played
wait.
Warframe's
What
a
do you mean
shooter,
by
right?
wait? What do you mean by
Sort of.
kiting?
Like attack moving. I'm trying to convert MOBA terms over. Like I like oh, in League, I'll like
Kiting's a crowd control where you keep focus of enemies on you.
no, that's
Yeah,
taunt,
that's
right?
that's for the tanks.
Oh, I thought that was taunt.
Well, taunting is,
Yeah,
yeah.
taunting, provoking, that's for the tanks. They keep the attention on them. They're not the damage dealers.
Yeah, but okay, all right. So maybe I should just describe it. So in a game like League, what you can do is you can auto attack someone, so like attack them, and then since attacks have like a wind down and a wind up, you cancel the wind down with a movement action. So you do your damage and then move away. So you keep kiting away so that it takes longer for people to get to you, so you can put out more damage. I don't know if that's like an actual relevant thing, but
I
like
don't I don't
Yeah, that
think
just
that's a
sounds like crowd
thing.
control to me.
Yeah,
Because it's
I
keeping
don't think
enemies away.
that's completely relevant in MMOs.
so wait, do damage dealers just not have to do anything other than just press their damage buttons?
Well, you kind of have to avoid like AoE stuff from enemies, but other than that, like there's not much to it. Especially if you're in a party, you'd mostly focus on dealing damage, and if you're a healer, you focus on um, healing your party members.
Okay.
Mostly the tank, though.
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I think it's mainly because I come from games where it's like a lot, even though they're team games, a lot of the time it's very much you play for yourself, so you have to know how to keep enemies off of you. But
Yeah. No, well, I think a lot of the classes I've never like even with the healer classes, I've never had a an issue doing stuff solo because they have DPS aspect to them as well.
One way to make sure as a healer, one way to make sure your party has full health is to remove the enemies.
the best defense is a good offense.
Sometimes it is, but like
No one can see you if no one's alive.
every
Exactly.
class has an ability to heal themselves as well to a degree.
Okay. So you can like min max yourself to what you want.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And Jacob, what you were saying is Warframe, right? I've seen clips of
Warframe.
it. It's a shooter, right? Like I thought it
Sort
was.
of. Well, there's
Like over
definitely
the shoulder.
it's a PvE game, very much so.
Oh,
There's
really?
a large aspect of that is do you have good weapons to deal with them. But there's also like fun movement. The game also has some pretty good movement stuff, and
I
you can use
I
kind of magic and stuff.
I do love good movement. I am a melee fan.
Yeah.
I tried it, but I could not get into it.
The problem is the new player experience is pretty bad, so you kind of need an old player to help guide you through it.
My,
I did.
But I'm an old player, so I could always help.
my problem is if it's any sort of shooter, my aim and like my Twitch reactions are like
Yeah, so aim is not
insanely
as important
bad.
because when I say it's PV, it's kind of PV, but the E is a horde. You
Oh,
just need
okay.
to.
Just fire
And
into the
some guns
crowd.
like auto aim for you. My favorite weapon right now is called the Brahma, and it's a bow where you shoot a tactical nuke arrow, and so you just need to aim in their post code.
Mm. So what's the goal of it? Is it just to kill all the mobs?
Different mission types have different goals. Like there's a defense, there's an exterminate, there's a spy, um, and there's an overarching plot to the game. But the plot's best done where you ignore it when you're playing it, and later you learn what it was.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh my God, it's 35 gigabytes?
What? What's 35
Warframe.
gigabytes?
Warframe's 35 gigabytes.
I thought it was more.
What? No, I think you're thinking of Oh
how do
god.
I see the size of files? Because I have it on my desktop.
I'm looking in Steam right now. Is the
Oh,
thing.
Steam.
Properties.
Yeah, property should
Demo.
have it.
I have.
Oh, you want to hear about a game you shouldn't like?
I'm gonna assume that 200 bytes is not right.
Probably
You want to
not.
hear about a game that is way too large?
Sure.
Sure.
Ever heard of Ark?
Oh my
Yes.
god, yes I
Yes.
have. The game that burns out high-end gaming PCs.
Yeah, I'm looking at my Steam right now and it says it takes up 275 gigabytes.
What?
Yeah,
No way. No shot.
yeah.
There's no way a game would be that unoptimized.
I, phew, they've achieved that.
How many
Is
hours? Oh, how many hours do you guys have in your largest hour game?
my largest
Uh,
mine's League, which doesn't track hours, but I'm level 116 and I started off at level 1, I mean level like 15 in March of last year.
mine is Ark
Uh,
at 465 hours. Although let me
that's
check
pretty good.
something else for Genshin.
Let's see. So, and just for the size thing, I found that Warframe is 40.5 gigabytes on my drive.
Maybe I'll have space, maybe I'll have space. Wait, so let me check the size. I think that my most played game might be Hoi 4. Just because I left it. I
With
when I
War
play
is pretty good.
yeah I play. I think as I play with friends. So actually, wait, nope.
It's very
Uh,
confusing.
I have actually. Yeah, I was incorrect. My most played game is Shadowverse on Steam. This is
How
just the
much?
PC version. 103.8 hours. Hoi 4 is 103.4. So
Spicy.
I have more hours than that, but that's the PC version, and I don't play the PC version. I play on mobile, so it's probably closer to like 500 hours.
Oh, my I looked and my Genshin is at 425 hours apparently. So it's getting up there.
Oh God,
Well, I asked because I just wanted to brag a bit because that's fun. My Warframe has 2,200 hours.
2200?
I've
Oh my
seen people who
God.
have like, if you've ever heard of VR chat, I've heard of people who
Yeah.
have like,
Oh, VR chat can get it pretty good.
let's see, person
Time.
who plays at the, wait, huh? Did they unfriend me?
Outed.
Oops. Um, whatever. Like that. Whoever it was playing like 80 hours of VR chat a week
That's
at some point.
Pretty,
That's kinda
that's a lot of
nuts.
hours.
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm gonna out Evan right now because
Oh boy.
when we were talking about hours, it was the first thing that came to mind. In Dota 2, he has 4,377 hours. It is
That's
his
pretty good.
third most played game of all time.
Oh, and that's only 3.
And not it's his most on Steam, but he's played more League, and he's definitely played more StarCraft.
I wonder how much hours I have on Minecraft. Fortunately, I can't tell.
Yeah, I wish that was a default feature for all games.
Yeah, just so you can see how much life you've wasted.
Honestly, I'd probably just start feeling even worse about myself. I'd just be like, bruh,
It's
look
not
at
a
my
waste if
League.
you have fun. But do you have fun is the
I'm
question.
I'm playing League of Legends.
So no.
Exactly. Okay, unrelated, but I don't know if do you guys use Humble Bundle? Like, do you guys know what that is?
I know what it is. I think I used it once.
Yeah, so I have a running account because they had a deal where they had Civ 6 Platinum Edition, which is
Oh yeah,
all the
I
DLC.
got that one
Yeah,
for
that one.
temporary.
It was $15, I think, because that's the cost of getting the account. It's normally 120, and you
I
get
used
like
my
other games
free
with it.
trial on that and then canceled my thing.
See, I decided I would not cancel mine and see how it ended up. I ended up I've probably gotten like 20 games from them, just from like the monthly stuff.
Or not free trial.
Yeah, the free no, not the free trial, but
The
the discount.
cheap trial.
Yeah, it's like $5 less a month. But yeah, so I kept my subscription, and I got a bunch of games off them, and I also I bought a music editing software. I got like $800 of music editing software for like 30
Wow.
bucks. I got like $400 worth of Japanese textbooks for like 20 bucks. Like I got Guilty. I got like from their summer sale that's going on right now. I got Guilty or Strive for like $20 off. What else did I get? I got a few other things, but I ended up just getting a bunch of stuff from them. Like it's
That's
so
impressive.
nice. The other game that I got is it was on their free thing for the month. It's called Last Oasis. I have not installed it yet, but it looks so good. It's like it's a survival MMO, where you basically in their description, you can build walking mobile bases to travel to new lands, join up with a clan, and fight for territory. It's like a resource-based
Huh.
survival MMO, and it looks really cool.
Interesting.
I cannot.
Connor,
Yes,
have you? Because I know Ariana has. Have you ever played Subnautica?
Subnautica. No, I have not, but I need to.
Yeah, pretty good game.
I saw you streaming it. Didn't you do that for one of your officer streams?
No.
I
It'd
feel
be
like
cool to stream. Oh, it would be fun to play the original Subnautica on stream. That could be fun.
I feel like I've seen you play it at some point. Maybe you were streaming in the
I've
DC chat.
streamed it to Discord.
Yeah, that's probably it. What
'Cause
is
I
it?
was
It's like an exploration game, right?
Yeah, you basically it's ocean survival game where you have to get resources, build bases, find a way to get off the planet you are stranded on. That's water planet.
Hmm.
Um, it's a fun game.
It's also
It's a survival game.
technically classified as a
Well,
horror game.
oh, technically yes. Someone who is afraid of the ocean, decided to play Subnautica, and it was an interesting decision, given that I'm afraid of the ocean, and I was terrified whenever the water became too dark to see through.
Yep, that
I
was me
somehow
at
survived
first.
it though.
It looks
I don't know.
Yeah,
fun.
if
Somehow
you
I got
watched me
over
stream,
that.
I very slowly, like whenever it was dark, I would like creep forward about a meter a second.
I saw that.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
probably not the way you're supposed to play, but I'm a scaredy cat who doesn't like the ocean.
The
The
ocean's
ocean
cool
has sharks.
sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
but
ocean's really cool. Like, the ocean's really cool as long as I'm not in it or near it.
understandable. Yeah,
Like the blobfish actually looks like a normal fish until it's brought to the surface where there's no pressure and then it
explodes.
becomes a
It
blob.
blobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now my list of games that I need to try is my Steam Workshop list or my Steam list, which is right now added Subnautica, uh, Valhalla A Cyberpunk Bartender Action. I got recommended that one by Lucas. It's like a visual novel kind of game. I've heard really good things about that. Northgard, which is like a Civ 6 style thing, but I haven't even played enough Civ, so I don't deserve to buy that yet. Uh, Baba is You, because I saw some streamers playing that while they were in league queues,
Ooh,
and
yeah, that one's like coding, right?
it's a puzzle game, but it's a logic-based puzzle game where it's like you have to put together the words in ways that like apply different effects to you, basically. So like
Hmm.
you start off with Baba is you, and and you is the person, and Baba is the character you control. But you can switch out the
With
Baba for something else to control other things, or you can say Baba is like bomb, and it turns into a bomb. Things like
or
that.
disconnect Baba from Baba is you and then lose.
Yeah, it's a very very interesting puzzle game. Uh, and then Persona 4 and Amori. I just need to play both of those.
Amori,
I've
I
heard really good things about Mori and I've been meaning to play it, but
I
school takes time.
Yeah.
I didn't play it. This happens to me a lot, but it's fine. But I saw my friend play it for a while, and I saw the end, and I'm not gonna say what happened, but it
I've
actually
heard
made
it's a
me
game you
cry.
really want to go in as cold as possible.
Yeah, yeah. Don't read anything. Don't look at anything.
Yeah, my brother keeps trying to get me to play it, but I haven't had time. But I'm going to eventually.
But
Though
yeah, I
what I've
cried.
heard is it's a very cheery and happy game, and that if you like to cheery and happy things, you should play it.
Yeah, it's just like
Sure.
Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
That one's
God.
very happy.
I played that game at 2 a.m. in the morning. It was a bad decision.
Sayori okay? I hope she is.
Please stop. Flashbacks. Okay, well, we are currently hit the 2 hour and 8 minute mark. Uh,
Wow.
probably should start wrapping up. I thought we were going to end much earlier. I didn't think we were going to make it this far.
Well, just real fast, going back to a thing we talked about earlier, because I get stuck on things. As far as I can tell, it looks like Dragon Collection was one of the first few gacha games.
Really?
Of course,
Never
it's
heard of that.
about dragons.
Yeah. Well, Puzzle and Dragon was like the first big mainstream one, right?
Potentially. I dug deep because you had to dig deep to get anything with the word first in it, but I didn't go that much deeper.
Yeah. As far as I know, the first one that I heard about at least was Puzzle and Dragon because that was like
That was yeah, Puzzle and Dragon I think I saw was one of the first was what made it popular.
yeah
Puzzle and Dragons. That's what I play.
yeah that
It's still there. They give you so much free stuff at this point.
oh interesting
And that has
facts.
the word dragon in it.
Yeah, dragons. We love dragons.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're like magic people,
Yeah.
beings.
Also, according to Wikipedia, it's the first mobile game in history to gross $1 billion in revenue. It grossed 6 billion by the end of 2017, and it was the highest-grossing mobile app of all time until it was surpassed by Monster Strike in October 2018.
You think we can get either of them to sponsor us?
Work on the we can. I'll ask Devin to work on the raid sponsorship first.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, imagine that. Aggie-Sama, sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
We would be able to afford so many things.
Yep. Well, I think that wraps it up for our inaugural first revamped podcast. Thank you to
Ooh.
Jacob and Ariana for hopping on
Yeah.
with me. I'm saying that like I'm the permanent host. I'm not. I won't be here the next time this happens, probably.
We just shoved that thing onto him because we didn't want to do it.
More business as usual. But yeah, I'll be managing this from behind the scenes probably. I'll probably end up hopping on a few times, as will all of us. But for now, I think the plan is that we're going to have the San Japan officers on next week. We'll have them introduce themselves, let them all talk with y'all, and then we'll start inviting other club members on. Just get a good mix of people going. And unless there's any other closing comments,
Just curious for the people in chat. Is there anyone who's been here for a majority of the stream?
we've had 5 viewers since the thing started, at the very
But it
least.
has fluctuated, so I wonder. Well, I guess me and Ariana are probably viewers, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, ignoring you guys, we've had the people I recognized from the
It
very
dropped
beginning
4.
was Abeut, Abeut, Commander Root, Dummy 2123, Haas 00312, Living Acid, Snake, and Snakes Are Awesome have been here pretty much the entire time. So thanks to y'all.
I'll have
Lud
to remember
Sevens.
them, which is a very high honor.
Yeah, Lud Sevens. Do I have any? I'm logged in on the Aggie-Sama
Ooh, the
account, so I don't
delicious
have like my own emotes from my Twitch subs. Unfortunate.
Lurking at first is fine. It's better than not being here.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with podcasts is like we're trying
You
to
put it
make
on
it
the
more.
background, right?
Yeah, we're trying to make it more interactive, but the point of it is that it works
That
even
takes
without
time.
that. Yeah, it takes time. It's a thing where it's like we're trying to make it an option, but definitely not required in any way, shape, or form. Like I personally just, especially with like VTuber streams, I'll just put them on in the background and then just chill. Yep. Well, if there's no other comments from our other two members of this podcast, uh, I will declare our first inaugural podcast officially closed.
Yay!
Yay!
Now all you have
Yay.
left to do is go to general meetings.
Yep. Now time to spend the next 7 hours editing the video.
Ooh, 7 hours. That's gonna be fun.
Please sleep.
Open house is tomorrow. Why do I need sleep? Oh yeah, everyone go to open house. It'll be fun, I swear. We're in the ballroom.
They're not allowing us to hand out flyers, so you get to scan QR codes.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't. I still haven't figured out how we're doing that. That's an
And are the
internal
people
thing.
who are walking around gonna have QR codes, or just direct people to the stand?
I
Eh,
think we're. I
that's
think we're. I
questions
think,
for us for later.
yeah. Just look for people walking around. We're gonna have people walking around. We don't know what they're gonna be doing yet.
Some of us will
but-
be in cosplay, so we'll probably be pretty recognizable.
Yeah, and if not, we'll have some way of recognizing us. At the very least, like a shirt. Like you'll be able to see us. We'll direct you where you need to go. If not, we're in one of the ballrooms on the second floor.
Feel free to come and say hi, introduce yourself.
Yes, and
I'd love to meet some of you.
talk to some of our people at the table. Talk to some people that are roaming around. Come to the informational on Tuesday, and
General
then come
meetings Thursday, Friday.
to meetings.
Friday.
Anime meetings on Wednesdays and art meetings Sundays.
Art meeting Sundays.
Yep. All right, and I think that our Twitch channel isn't like super up to date. I need to work on like all the bios and the links and stuff.
Mhm.
But if you're a member of A&M and you're wanting to join the club, open house, informational, our Discord, I think it's in the Twitch description. If it's not, just look up our website. It's on there. It's just look up Aggie-Sama Tamu. So Aggie-Sama Tamu. Just look up that. There's a Wix site. And that should have everything that you need to know.
And our goal is for these to become a regular occurrence, so same time 2 weeks.
8 o'clock on... God, what day is that? The
Saturday.
18th.
Oh.
Yep. 8 o'clock, September 18th. Look out for it then. And until next time, we are Aggie-Sama, and thank you for listening.